Hello and welcome. My name is Rob, aka Lantern Noir, and I am blessed, absolutely blessed. It's the best word to use to describe where I am tonight. To play this amazing game of Dungeons and Dragons with some of the best, most exciting, most dynamic content creators I have come across in my time on Twitch. I thought it was a small coup on my part when I was able to talk the Raven Armed into coming to a D&D table, and then lo and behold, the Reluctant Hermit said, "Ooh, I want in on that action." And then, of course, we couldn't leave out Raven's amazing mod, Mr. Killian, and we're all going to go easy on him tonight. I'm going to open the door for backseating, in that this is Brother Raven's, aka Tyler's, first time at the D&D table. So do not be afraid to slightly backseat the Tiefling Bard with tips and advice, because we want everyone to have a good time tonight, which should be easy. Speaking of having a good time, before I go, I want to give everyone that's here a chance to do a round of self-introduction and promotion, because that's part of kind of the fun. And make sure everyone that's watching, hanging out with us, or if you're watching this later on YouTube, you know how to find these people and enjoy their other content outside of when they're at my table. So we're going to go around the table. I'm going to kick it off first to the Reluctant Hermit.
I am the Reluctant Hermit, Bard of Twitch, Lord of the Phrase My Dude, Manipulator of the Magical Games, Tamer of Trolls, Champion of the Great Halls of Dingus. The Twitchers know me as the Conjurer of Personalized Alerts, and my friends know me simply as Hermit. I'm really excited to be here, and thank you, Raven, for inspiring that from the podcast that we both enjoy.
Absolutely.
Okay, and then Mr. Killian.
I am Mr. Killian23, a variety streamer. I stream Sunday, Monday, Wednesday, Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern. And we try to do a bunch of different things. I try to represent my channel as like from Camelot, King Arthur, that time of era. So all about knights and swords and all that good stuff. So come hang out, and I'll pass it off to Raven.
No, we'll throw it to the window with the Raven and Brother Raven.
Greetings, I am Raven, also known as the Captain Jack Sparrow. We do a Captain Jack Sparrow cosplay most of the time. Sometimes we do smoke crack and other crazy things out there in the waters. But we stream every Monday, Thursday, Friday, Sunday at 9 Eastern. We do a variety of games, a lot of Sea of Thieves, a lot of spooky games, things that kind of keep me on edge. And we're also very, very fortunate to have our dear brother Raven here tonight. The bardic inspiration coming in from the Great West.
Hey, I'm Tyler.
Social security number 481. Write this down.
Which is a perfect segue. So, like, the first thing I will comment on is remember, folks, when you're doing those ever popular, your porn name is the first car you drove in college and your birthday. You're just handing information to hackers. Please don't fall prey to that. Or if you do, just make one up for the fun of it so you don't get left out of the game.
Hermit, you want to redo?
No, I just wanted to mention my apologies.
Go for
I
it.
did kind of a thing, but I stream Sunday, Tuesday, and Wednesday variety of fantasy RPGs, and I love to sing to people. And on Sundays, for now, we're doing some of the more spooky streams, which have been graciously curated by my brother and friend, the Raven Armed.
Much love, my dudes.
Awesome. And I will make sure that we will have a chance to get some stuff out there. If you want to find them and you can't remember where to track them down, the good news is in the overlay, that is everybody's Twitch handle. So, but it's all right there for you, so you can get in there and get part of it. Speaking of safety, it is profoundly unlikely we're going to get into anything off anyone's tables tonight. It's not impossible that we will. But it could happen. If at any time the story takes a twist that makes you uncomfortable as a player, you are absolutely free to just state that we are moving into a yellow area. Just like a traffic light, yellow means there's some caution on the table. Beware. I'm going to freely put it out there. I have a major problem with eyes. I get really uncomfortable when anything happens to somebody's eyes. It's just not a thing I handle well. I can handle looking at eyes, Raven. I see what you're doing. I just don't like whenever like people have to get injections or like the villain does something. Excuse me. So like that's my yellow light. If anyone crosses a line, either it's a player or if I do, all you gotta do is just say that we've hit a red light. I will throw up the BRB screen. We'll all take a moment to walk away from the table, come back, have a conversation, see if we want to actually finish the game tonight or not. It's perfectly okay, honestly, for a game to stop because a line got crossed and we just aren't feeling D&Ding anymore. That's not a test. That's not a commentary on an individual. And it's kind of important at the table we all kind of be on that same page, that we understand that we are absolutely here to have fun, not to put anybody into any weird spots or make anybody feel uncomfortable, just to have a good time. So there's that. What we didn't do in those introductions, and I'm going to make you guys do it, we haven't introduced who the characters are tonight. Now, Tyler kind of got thrown his at the last minute, but everybody else has had a chance to put a little bit of time in making their characters. So I'd like to kind of hear a little bit about the inspiration for that individual you put out there. And by the way, Legio, thank you for that. I'll explain the relevance of that chair as soon as we're done with our character introductions. Let's take Raven. Can you tell us really quick a little bit about who you're playing tonight?
Who was that to?
To you.
Oh, perfect. Good. 'Cause, paying attention, right? Listening's hard. No, so I'm Captain James Ravine. Right, many years at sea left me worn and tattered, but I'm very excited to be with a new party. Not only because I do enjoy some rapscallion activities, but I also am always on the search for new treasure, new gold, and fun ways to spend it. So having a party like this seems like it'd be a lucrative business, and I'm in for the ride.
Cool. Hermit, who are you playing tonight, sir?
Right, I'm Hugin. I'm a cousin of, in my mind, Wolfgar, son of Bjornagar, the barbarian king in Icewind Dale, and I recently discovered my love for the seas, and I'm hoping to bring tales back to my cousin.
Nice. And Mr. Killian?
Hello, I'm playing Thor Horn Strong Shield, a very rich mountain dwarf who got bored sitting at home, so decided to leave and do some piratey things. And yeah, I'm just out trying to meet some friends, protect friends. So it should be quite some fun with my warhammer in one hand and my shield in another. Oh yeah, we're gonna bash some people.
How much treasure did you say you brought?
Did I bring it? None.
Oh,
it's
no.
all at home,
Oh.
but I am a very, very wealthy dwarf.
That takes away questions 2 through 5, so we're good.
So you can keep all the money. I don't need it. I'm just here for the glory.
Sweet, I'm gonna hold you to it.
Awesome. Cool. And then Tyler, have you thought much about this?
Of course I
tiefling
have.
Bard?
Of course I have. I am I'm Kinroy Beauregard. I'm riding the wind. I happen to show up here by circumstance, just trying to make my way through the world and through women and enjoying my afternoons. And this is where I wound up.
Wow, you jumped into every Bard stereotype in one
Yep,
shot.
I was about to say that.
Are you sure this is your first time?
I've never been here.
As soon as he said that, I was like, "Yep, you're definitely a bard."
Wandering through the world and the women. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. That's a Bard. But that's okay. We can work with that. Cool beans. I mentioned before when we started, the players start off with 2 ways to twist their fate. There are 200 pages in the Book of Fate. Every time you cheer, you add more pages to the Book of Fate. That will allow the players to re-roll 1 time on any one roll. There's a cap of 1 retry, just to keep things somewhat sane. And there's also a channel point redemption that's on a fairly significant timer that people who've been around for a while can also kick in. As long as we haven't advanced the plot before I spot the request for a reroll. So if you think you're going to use it, queue it up. Because one of the worst things is for all of us to move on with the story and then have you spend your hard-earned channel points. Because let's be honest, if it's not D&D, sitting here watching me play a game by myself, it's not... Actually, it's really freaking amazing, but no one comes by, so I assume I must suck. But we want to make sure you use those channel points well. So, thus we begin our story. Unless there's something else I'm missing. Am I missing something? Are the dudes ready?
We're
All right.
Aye.
Well, it just so happens that after an opportunity to set things right in Barovia, one Captain James Ravine has found himself a ship to get out of Dodge. Because as much fun as it was to settle things and see the villain Strahd defeated, the open sea called. The crew he signed on with included a bard, a dwarf, and a bosun 3 times the size of an average man. They work. The seas have been kind, and you've come across another ship. It doesn't put up much of a fight, but you were able to take it intact. One of the crew has been brought into the captain's quarters, and he's attempting to parlay to not only spare himself, but the ship. We will assume that everyone is present in the captain's quarters, as you are all either junior officers, or at least people that Captain Ravine trusts around enough to interrogate the spokesman of the other ship's crew in front of. I can cut you a deal, Captain. Let us sail off, and I can tell you where on your charts you can find true treasure.
Hogan, rough him up again.
No,
I believe he's lying to me.
No.
Right, come here, you wee lad.
No, I swear, no, I need those.
Don't lie to me. I've been on too many ships to fall for this falsehood fantasy of the treasure you don't have on your boat already.
But if me memory gets more messed up from the pain, I can't tell you where it is.
Or maybe it'll make you remember just right, won't it? Coogan, get after him!
I go to grab and say, tell him, or else I won't be gentle.
Perhaps if you tell us, then we shall spare your life. Right now, this is not a question of pain, it's a question of living. How much would you like to do that?
Well, how do I know you won't just throw me overboard once I point out the chart where to go?
I know I won't do it right
Insulted by
now.
that.
That's right. Hogan Bo should dangle him over the bow. What do you think?
I make music.
Aye, and it's pretty good.
It is. Perhaps you should, maybe you could throw an insult his way. Maybe it'll wane his psychological
No, he doesn't
attributes.
deserve that.
Well, Captain, he seems proper willing so far. Maybe we should just see what he says.
All right.
And if
We'll
we
hear you.
notice anything.
Well, we'll hear you out. We'll hear you out, and then we'll decide about the overboarding.
Right. So the last captain, the one that you slayed not too long bit back, he had heard of an island where they had built a temple. Deep in the temple is a compass. They say the compass always points at your heart's desire. Now, I be thinking, that's a treasure that any captain would want to have hanging off his belt.
I have heard rumors of this legend. I have. What information do you have?
Oh, I can mark the island right on your charts.
Oh, you can then. Well, perhaps we should just tie him to the mast until we get there. What do you think, fellas?
Aye.
As long as he's fit, Captain, I don't mind taking information, but undue cruelty, not in my nature.
Well, then, why don't you mark it on the map for us? We'll do that, and then should we get to land and scope it out, and there's not a fleet of your own waiting for us
Oh,
to assault us?
no, we're but merchants.
All right.
Only,
Don't
as you
forget the
said
name.
yourselves, only armed enough to ensure that we could maybe scare off a wee pirate. Not obviously a man of your caliber and talent.
I'm not buying this.
What say you, Thorhorn? What think you of this?
I think if he doesn't give you the right answer, I'm gonna yeet him off this boat. And
So
yes, I
far,
understand
he's
I'm a
been
dwarf.
pretty willing to show us where it is on the map. If we get there, and I am serious, if you are lying to us, I will not hesitate in running you through.
That's fair. That's fair. I can work
Yeah.
with that.
Hugan, you throw him up, I'll just hit him with, like a baseball bat. Hit him with my hammer.
It shouldn't be necessary. And if you produce the charts for him, he'll identify an island, or actually a spot, I should say, not too far off of a coast. It's right there. I swear, there's an island there. I know it's not marked on your chart, but I remember these coordinates perfectly.
Seems reasonable. And let's see. Hugan, I'm going to put him in your charge. Should he escape, he's on you to find.
Aye, Captain.
All right. Let's chart a course then, lads. What do you say?
I
All right, charter course.
All right. You send a prize crew over to the other ship. So a handful of your best picked men that are not going to be accompanying you on anything in particular. And a side note, because I do not want to do mass combat today. Mass combat is very complicated. Your crew are competent sailors. A few of them are competent cannoneers. None of them are competent adventurers. So 20 of them is equal to one of you in a good scrap. So no bringing the crew if you go ashore. I have a craving. No. I'm doing mass combat next week. Only if they screw up. I don't even let. Yeah.
This is D&D. It happens.
Yeah. Well, especially if you have a bard, because he's going to say the wrong thing to the princess. He was about to protest.
When the barbarian is,
And then he
when the
stopped.
barbarian is telling you to make smart decisions, you know that you're on the edge.
Yeah. After a bit of sailing, you start to come up to the location that's been marked on the map, and you spot a small island sitting thrust up on a series of volcanic rocks. The approach is not easy, as the rocks around it are jagged and many. And you can already your pilot already indicates that there's constant adjusting to the sails and the to the wheel to stay a steady course to move in on it. It's a hard to get to place. As you come up on the island itself, it's not very big, maybe a couple of square miles at the most, and sits atop what may have once been an ancient volcano, but now is mostly, it looks like a plateau. At a distance, you can see through your spyglass that the western beach comes right down to the water. It looks sandy. Every other approach, you'd have to climb a 45 to 60 foot tall rock wall. You can make out a little bit of sparse vegetation, but for the most part, there's not a lot there. Your last pass around the island, you pick up what looked like ruins on the far eastern side of the island. When you talk to the prisoner, he quickly indicates, that's where they've tried to build an abbey on top of the secret temple. That's where you're going, Captain. It's under that.
What do you mean, they? Who's
Well,
they?
according to a ship we passed earlier, there might have been a cult that thought they could build a refuge on this all but forgotten island. But I don't think they knew of the treasure underneath what they were working on. I think a savvy captain and crew could easily go ashore and relieve them of their unknown treasure.
This
Cult
feels
of
like a
who?
trap.
Oh, well, they they worshipped some kind of god of death, is what I've heard.
Hmm.
No reasoning with them.
Sounds like a
it's
trap, Captain.
you said it's under this abbey, like not in the like under this abbey.
Well, I think according to the story, they started building built their own structure right on top of the old temple. Now, I heard this from a guy who heard this from a girl in a tavern who heard it from a pirate what claims to have already sacked the abbey but didn't know about the compass. So maybe it's just a matter of walking up there and taking it.
Do you know what they're called?
I don't recall the name of whatever they called it themselves.
Most people who get involved with a death cult usually die if they don't join them.
That's true, Hugin.
Well, I can't imagine we could just leave you behind on the ship now, right? So, by all means, lead the way.
My thoughts exactly.
Make him lead.
If we survive this,
I believe we should gag him. My apologies, Merchant. You've been very forthcoming. There are the ruins, but if you are in league with them, I don't want you shouting out to them.
that's true. That we should definitely bind his hands as well. So, a little binding thing, but rest assured, though we be pirates, we are not unreasonable.
We're honorable.
To a degree. But if we do survive this, do find this compass, you can be assured your freedom, a few shillings to return home.
You're right. Freedom.
But should we meet imminent doom, well, you had fun on the way, didn't you?
Right. Okay. And you can see like the color kind of disappears from his face at the prospect of not surviving this.
All right, so bind the gag and start moving.
Oh,
Well, have we picked a place to land yet? That is my actual question. Is that we're not scaling anything. We need to find
definitely not
the best
scaling.
place to land. And Lantern, may I do a perception check for a easier place to ford in that's not as rough terrain?
Absolutely. I mean, your helmsman's doing a decent job of keeping you in position to not run aground, but keep enough distance not to overly show things off. And again, the crew's competent; they're adjusting the rigging as needed. 17 for a perception check. Absolutely. The entire west side of the island slopes down into the water with a very sandy beach and probably 100 to 200 yards worth of sand dunes before it rises up onto the plateau, which would be far easier to traverse than attempting to scale the stone walls and the cliff faces.
Understood. Yeah.
Now, there's not a lot of cover. I mean, you can probably get a little bit, like the dunes will screen you a little bit when you go down one side and back up the other, just to kind of consider. But it's not going to be like there's no sneaking through the woods here. You're going to have to, if you're going to try to stealth your way onto the island, it's going to be a little hard.
All right. So we'll go the past. Captain, do you see that area over there? We should go there.
I do fully agree with you. Actually, too. Let me check on a few things. I know you know KJ, our dear parrot friend here, right? So even though his wing's been a bit in repair lately, I feel like maybe we should send him to scout ahead on the island too after we kind of get docking, just so we don't run up into a trap. I feel like he can go, what?
Okay.
50 feet ahead or so.
Sure.
Why is it 50 feet? So can I Herman, I do agree. Sorry. Hugo, my God.
Who?
Who? Who are these Hugin, my dear friend Hugin? Yes. Let us make a docking here. Obviously, the ship may be seen, but before we get off, I will connect with young KJ and fly over and see if there's any, you know, bad activities.
So KJ takes off into the air, and if you've ever played an Assassin's Creed game, you know what's happening, because Captain Ravine can connect with his familiar and see through his familiar's eyes. So you are able to scout out the beach. You don't spot anything out of the ordinary at first. Most of the beach is made up of various flotsam and jetsam, washed up driftwood, beaten down with the sand and the sun. You do spot a couple of remains of longboats, launched from probably a similar sized vessel. And then you also are able to pick out what looks like a rough trail, maybe, up through the dunes. You can see where another group may have moved inland, trying to find a way. It's hard to tell. It's been some time. The wind's blown. Weather's happened. You also can see skeletal remains of others who have attempted to cross this beach.
Captain, what have you seen?
So I'm not gonna sugarcoat it, boys. There's apparently been those that have come before us. Something about this beach. There's some treachery, which I cannot imagine. I don't imagine it's old age that killed these here in the broken longboats and the skeletons that remain scattered around the beach. There's a trail inset where it seems like some have gone before, but I can't imagine it's all rum and coconuts. I feel like we should be very careful if we're going to go and traverse this path.
Well, good Captain, you do remember my sword can sense danger. So at least we'll have a little bit of notice before they get to us.
I remember that, Hugin. I don't know if the captain remembered that as well.
Perhaps we can get some bardic inspiration set forth on this
Go on.
this thing. Hugin, would you mind leading? I'm going to be hanging very close to Thor.
And my big
I can do that. Marching file, I believe. Myself, the prisoner. Then you yourself, Captain, the bard, and then also Thorhorn, if you can bring us up in the rear. Just don't be too far behind.
Hey, just because I'm short doesn't mean I'm slow.
I'm not saying you are. I know plenty of dwarves that can run faster than me.
I mean, I'm tall for being a dwarf, but still, I'm shorter than you, so.
Well, I'm going to pause really quick because two things. First of all, Other Pond, thank you for coming in. I'm going to let all the raiders settle in. Pull up a chair. Pour yourself a drink. My drink of choice tonight is Old Smoky salted caramel whiskey.
Oh, that sounds good.
Oh, it is so good. Thank you, Pond, for coming over here. Please share in the chat how your game was going tonight. I can't wait to check out the VOD from it. For those that don't know this amazing streamer, the Other Pond is another D&D part. Well, does a lot on her stream, but one of the things she's been doing lately is streaming Dungeons and Dragons. So she brought everybody over here after that, which I am eternally grateful for. And she's actually playing with us next week in another one-shot adventure, which should be a crap ton of fun. So yeah, thanks for coming over. The captain and the crew have just come upon an island that they are going to attempt to find a artifact compass on, and they're working their way inland as we speak. So thank you for coming in, and thank you for being part of this game with us tonight. You dropped the longboat, and the crew rows you up to the edge of the beach. And it's not hard for Hugin at first to find somewhat of a path up over the dunes. I'm going to ask you to roll with advantage your survival as you attempt to follow the path they have laid out for you.
Is this for everyone or just for Hugin?
This is for the one leading the way.
Again?
Are you not
My
prodding that
apologies.
small one?
With it, how do you actually? This is a good question, Lantern.
How do you roll
How
with
do I
advantage?
roll? Yes.
Just roll it again. We'll take the better of the two rolls. We got it covered.
That's not much better.
Okay. Okay.
Let's see what he got.
I found my sword, and that's about it.
Yeah, it's perfect. You guys head up the beach with him, and he's laying out where to go, and he's like, I've got the path, and he points, and then he starts to slide down the backside of a dune, and you all kind of slide down behind him, and he pauses to look around, and all of a sudden that sword glows with a bright blue.
Can I jump on him and just surf him down the slide?
Like
I wouldn't suggest that. That's a no.
It goes
Don't
from
like being ridden.
nothing to everything in practically a heartbeat.
Yep.
So the good news is you won't be surprised as a collection of skeletons rise up animated out of the sand and surround your motley little party.
Typical.
That sounds like fun.
It could have been worse. So
Just target practice, boys.
roll initiative, please.
Uh,
I'll roll then.
okay, it's not bad.
Okay. And I'm going to switch us into combat mode.
Me? That's gonna be a trillion.
Now, here's the good news. You're on sand dunes, surrounded by skeletons, so there's not a lot of tactics we need to worry about. Oh, thank you, Wooly.
Thank you.
By the way, Wooly Nelson, I would shout him out if I could, because you should totally follow him, but you can't because he doesn't stream all of his amazing D&D content. He does it privately at home tables. He is an encyclopedia of Dungeons and Dragons knowledge. He's one of my mods, and I owe him so stinking much for being here. Okay, so let's get these in here.
Shout out to you, Willie.
That's actually a good tip. I did not know that until just now. So.
I didn't. I just say roll twice. But knowing that you can do it by choice is like, that is handy. Kenroy comes in at 12, and Hugin comes in at 10. The other good news is at 5th level, you guys have a lot of attacks too, so this should not be nearly as bad as it's going to look in a moment. Because if you look at the combat tracker right now, there's a lot of them.
Oh yeah, we definitely got surrounded.
Yeah. But they don't have a surprise action, so you will get to act this turn, but they are going to do their best to lay into a couple of you. Wow, and they all went.
Again, we got some work to do, buddy.
And then you guys went, and then the last couple of them are going to go. So the good news is only one is going to land a hit on Thorhorn. In all of that, their first initial foray does not exactly do a lot. There we go. So 4 damage to Thorhorn, who now has his action. What are you going to do, sir?
Let me figure out how to do damage on this thing. Like that.
Let me do this. Copy image. Since we're not in combat, I can at least do you all a favor of presenting
So
that graphic.
how far away are they from us?
They're in melee.
They're all in melee. So
Oh
they're
yeah,
that
they
close.
swarmed you guys right out of the sand and around you.
Okay. Well, then I am going to do. I'm going to attack with my Warhammer +1. And I'm going to do that twice because they're going to attack twice at level 5.
Sweet.
So I'm assuming. So I got to do that first. Wow. Okay, 14.
That'll
for the
hit.
First. And 17 for the second. And then 8 damage. And 7 damage.
Perfect.
Not bad for the first turn.
Not bad at all. In fact, we'll even assume you're going for after one that hasn't acted yet.
Yes.
So he hits the ground. Actually, he's shattered by the impacts.
Oh yeah, I hit him with a warhammer. He's done bludgeoning damage. Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah, he's out. Actually, I take that back. Since you're doing bludgeoning, they're both out.
Yeah, yeah,
Two are
it's
down.
Yeah, if I attack with one hand, it's bludgeoning. Two hand, it's just regular.
Nice. Hold on. I guess I have to queue it up. What is our bard doing in this moment?
So as I see we're surrounded, boys, this has really got out of hand. I use second level Thunder Wave, just kind of push everyone back.
Okay. Do you want to cast it as a second level spell or a first level spell?
A second level.
Okay. So Thunder Wave, they're going to get a con save for half damage. So all you have to do is just push the 3d8 for your base damage. Oh. Well, that's going to change things fast.
You're welcome.
Hopefully for good. On our side, not their
Let's see.
side.
Let's assume you can catch 4 of them in the blast as you're surrounded. That seems reasonable. Let's see how they do. They have to make a con save, and their target is 15. I don't think they're that hardy. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, well, here's the good news. As the bard claps his hands together and pushes outwards, 2 out of the 4 are shattered by the impact. The other 2 are definitely missing reanimated limbs. So that was impressive. Captain.
Nicely done, Bard. Nicely done.
This is easy.
Well done. Well done. How close am I to the nearest target?
How close do you want to be? They swarmed you.
Oh, so they're all over us. How many do we have around us right now? Can we tell?
Let's see. Let me remove the ones that are dead. We can do a quick head count off the board. You're now down to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay. So using my bracer flying daggers, I'd like to try to throw 2 daggers at the nearest targets, like one at separate targets.
You can go for it, sure.
Is that possible? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So roll to hit for the first dagger.
First dagger is definitely going to hit.
22. And then second dagger. Ooh, nat 1 coming into a 7 with that.
That's
You
not going
really
to hit.
pissed him off, Captain.
All right. So one of them.
It's taking 7.
Cool.
You finish it off.
Sweet. And I'll use my bonus action to disengage from the one I threw the dagger at that missed.
Sure. All right. They've softened him up for you. What's the barbarian doing?
Well, taking 2 giant swings at 2 different targets. I'm going to try and reduce their numbers. In this case, I believe I will
I took out 2. Let's see what you got, Hugin. Gotta start running out the tally. Oh, yeah, that hits.
That'll definitely hit. And he throws Killian like a ball. Bowling for skeletons. So that's 2 hits. Give me 2 sets of damages. Good God.
Look, if I can't ride Hugin down the slide, he can't throw me like a ball.
Okay. 1 drops and another one lingers. Although is not in good shape. One of the ones that's still up is going to turn its attention on Hugin, because that's how we roll. It's not going to get through his armor. We got these guys. One's going after... Let's go after the captain disengaged. So one's going to go after the bard. Are you using your shield?
Yeah, I was gonna say, how close is the bard to me?
Oh, he's within.
Okay, so yeah, I'll use reaction to impose disadvantage.
Okay, he'll roll again. Nice save.
I was already preparing for it.
One,
I had to reread what it said.
yeah, one's about to swing his sword down into the bard, and the dwarf just like throws his arm in the way, and then bam, pushes him back.
And his arm shatters as it hits the shield.
Yeah. And the last one then is going to take a straight up swing at the dwarf. Ooh, again, and connects for just 4 damage.
Another 4.
Yeah, I've hit 41 now. The good news is, it now falls to the dwarf's action.
What we got here? 3 more. So before I do anything, I wanted to ask. It says my bonus action is 2-handed combat, two weapon fighting. So can I do 2 actions single-handed and then do a two weapon fighting too? as a bonus
Only if
action?
your offhand is only if your main hand is holding a light weapon, and you have a light or finesse weapon, and you have a light weapon in your offhand.
Okay.
So if
that's
you've
all
got
I
your
want.
shield up, you don't get that second.
Okay.
You don't get that bonus. You still get your usual 2 attacks.
Okay. But then we're gonna do both attacks. So
Solid move.
10.
That's gonna miss. That'll
and
hit though.
13. 13 hits.
13 hits. 10 does not.
Or 8 damage.
And that's doubled because skeletons. And another skeleton goes down. So I think that puts Thorhorn at 3.
3 kills. Yep.
To the bard, there's 2 skeletons left. One's looking really scary, and one is just fencing with Hugin.
You still, I'll make you laugh instead.
Okay.
Oh Jesus.
You can also use, you don't need to use your spells here per se. You could switch to your blade if you want to save some spells for bigger targets.
So I'll use the rapier on the first one, the one's closest to me.
Okay. So that would be, yes, go ahead and click it.
Click the 5. Ooh.
Oh, you dirty boy. Trying to sneak up on me.
That's a hit.
Now click the damage. Here. To the right. There you go. Ooh.
Wish I could roll like that. That would have been a critical.
Jeez.
No problem. What are you boys doing?
And
Where are y'all?
yeah, the bard just like whips out the rapier and begins to like ho ahi turn dodge guard parry thrust, and the skeleton just like you look up and just bits of skeleton just fall everywhere. Absolutely, bards are great. I might have to make.
I distracted him for you.
Thank you, Thorborn.
The captain is at the top of the initiative track.
All right, so double daggers into the last skeleton, again thrown.
Okay, you just got to roll your 2 hits.
10. Come on, one of them.
Come on,
There
one.
we
Yeah,
go.
that's
23.
that'll hit. There you go.
All right, and so we've got 6 into that one.
It was mathematically impossible not to finish it off.
It had 1 health in it.
It had
Because
4.
of the Bjarns.
Oh, it had 4.
Yeah, but it had that plus
Yeah.
3. You
Yeah.
can't roll it lower than that. So the bits of skeleton cover the dune underneath you. Hugin's able to glance off to go, there's the trail. And you're able to get back on it, you think. But then you also take a moment. This isn't the first time you've been part of a landing party. There's still 100 yards to go, which we will find out how those 100 yards go after a short 5-minute water and urine break. See you guys back here then. Okay, so to recap, because I know we had a few people that had to step away there, and so I want to give everyone a chance to get caught up. We've landed on the beach. The goal is to work our way inland, and the party has discovered the old-fashioned way where all those skeletal bones came from. They came because the beach has been seeded with packs of animated skeletons waiting to repulse any sort of invader that happens upon these shores, which then causes a sudden thought perhaps that would be a better idea to have tried to scale a wall. What you gonna do? Speaking of what we're gonna do, I think is Hugin still being entrusted with the lead through the dunes?
Hugin, how are you feeling, my friend? How did that fall sit with you?
Well, I'm of the opinion now that I believe that maybe the beach wasn't necessarily the easiest path, and I don't think that this is the only obstacle here. It may behoove us to find a different path. Remember those walls? I think that may be a better course of action unless you want to wade. I mean, raiding's great and all. I love that myself, but if we show up bloodied and battered before we even get to the ruins and we have to deal with a bunch of crazies, I won't be overly enthused.
Well, let's see.
You do see the path, by the way, that you stepped off of. You might be able to get back on it.
I believe that if
The path's over there. We can get back up. It's just I don't feel like that this is the way we should go.
Thorhorn, if you had to rank your survival between 1 and 10,
Which we all do. We all do. Give us the honest truth.
what would you think that you might sit at? Like,
An 8.
Okay.
I'm a 9. What are you doing?
Three.
I mean, I took
three
a
and below.
couple hits in the fights against the skeletons. I'm a little hurt, but
Okay.
I'm okay. I'll be fine.
Well, you know what? I would say we've already made it through one wave. Even though these dunes might be some type of piratical burial mounds, they didn't go down all that hard. I don't think that we took a lot of damage in this space.
Only this guy.
I fear if we fell from the rocks, that we'd lose party members.
Well, the path is back up there, Captain. I do see it. I just don't know if we want to. There's about 100 meters ahead of us, and we have no idea what resistance might meet us. And I also personally, I don't really enjoy sand, and
The cracks.
yeah.
I
We
mean,
might not know
I
what's
don't
in
enjoy
store
the
for
sand
us.
in my metal either. But
Yeah, and then quite clearly, I'm having a bit of an off day finding the way forward. So I think that maybe going
there
back
be-
up the way.
Won't there be sand on the other side as well?
I mean, we're on an island.
Right.
No, but the
So,
path itself
sand
is a
here,
little bit
sand
less.
there.
Yeah, but traps ahead of us. Path back up there might be a little bit better. I think that we should head up back that way, because I might have fallen down the dune by accident. I'm sorry.
I wasn't aware.
Well, go ahead.
The good news is the sword should help you get back on the path and keep you on it, in theory.
This sword will keep us out of trouble. It keeps us about 30 feet of awareness. So I think that we should follow the glow of my sword. If we starts to glow, then we know that we're in the wrong direction. So all in favor of following the sword that's smarter than I am?
Why don't we do this and then, Hugin, why don't you let me take the lead? I'll hold the prisoner. I'll up in front of you. And if any danger comes, I'd hate for you to take a second fall. You're too valuable. And I'll go ahead and I'd like to go ahead and cast a shield about myself. Just as a reaction.
For yourself.
I can only
For yourself. Easy. Okay, Hugin.
I
We're
mean,
gonna follow the
he's the
captain,
captain,
and
that's,
he's going
that's
to
how
be-
it goes.
He's
You
going to
get
be
used to it.
protected.
You get used to it, Bard. You'll get used to it.
Okay.
Can I do a history check of this island and the things around us? Just to see what's going on, learn more history?
Yeah,
Or no?
you've had a
Yeah.
chance to be here and explore a bit.
Oh, that's a nat
absolutely.
1, so that does nothing.
No, actually, this does quite a bit. You've heard of this island before. This isn't the first you've heard stories about a particular enchanted legendary compass. In fact, according to the story that you're very familiar with, the island is all but deserted. Maybe a dozen people lived here at one time and died on the beach of from the lack of drinking water. So yeah, you should be good to go from here. This should be all the resistance you're going to face.
But that doesn't count as it failed because I'm glad I got that out of the way now. So the combat. Freaking nat 1.
No, yeah, but now you're confident. You can just walk in any direction. You're safe.
Yep.
Yay, history check. All right, so is the captain taking the lead then?
Yes, I'll take the lead.
All right, roll me. Is Hukin going to hand the sword over to help, or are you just
Nope.
you letting him lead?
I'll walk right behind him though.
Okay, if you're sticking close, let's assume that you guys are being buddy. Go ahead and
Yeah, I got the rear.
right click on that survival and click to roll with advantage. And let's see how that goes. Wow, you really can do that. That's so cool.
Mhm. Can do disadvantage on it too.
Yeah. There it
You're,
goes.
you're asking Captain to do that.
A 16. That works. You're able to navigate a pretty good distance without having bumped into anything. You've crossed about 50 yards as you make your way around. Go ahead and see if you can get the rest of the way up the beach. Roll it again. Ah,
That's 20.
nice.
I'll use all them in one place though. You know, we need them for combat.
Do you though? Yeah,
I mean, I do. I get critical hits on a 19 or 20. So
with the captain at the lead and Hugan right next to him, and every once in a while, like pointing his hand out to, oh, not that way, it's over there. You're able to navigate your way over the dunes. The earth changes from loose sand to gravel into heavy packed dirt, and you go from sliding with each step to feeling something firm again as you make your way up. You pass the last row of dune grass and see that you're now on kind of like this open plainish with a light roll to it, scattered rocks, boulders, mostly dead, sickly looking trees. Anything growing here is not growing well. And have a moment to pause and take some water. You've stood there for maybe 30 seconds, as long as it takes to describe the moment, when you feel the tremor lightly in the base of your boots. And you suddenly hear the shifting of sands in the dunes behind you.
I'm not gonna like what comes out of there.
Gentlemen, I'm going to say let's make a pressing movement forward at a rapid speed.
2 words. Run.
That's it. Get out of here! Go, go!
You
And
glance.
sprint.
You glance over. So you're just gonna. Okay.
May I do a perception check as I run?
Absolutely.
Can I also do one?
Oh,
Or no?
sure. It's kind of a freebie, actually. It's not going to be hard to
Oh,
miss.
there we go.
Copy image. I'm going to drop it on the Jamboard. Yoink.
Oh,
You
okay.
you watch as a collection of bones begins to rise up out of the dune behind you. Multiple skeletons merging into one towering beast, standing probably 20 to 25 feet as it begins to glance around, and you can see all the collected heads looking in unison around, scanning, until they finally turn and look inland.
Did they see us?
They sense life, and their mission is to end it.
May I try and intimidate it?
You are welcome to try to intimidate it.
We're going back.
No,
Dude, we're going back.
No. You stay away from us. So I'm confirming that they know that we're there. They're within sight of us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We should have listened to Hugin.
No, I'm just trying to scare it off.
He just stops dead in his tracks.
Right,
Turns. He's like,
ye silly wanker, go away!
Now, bear in mind, you are attempting to intimidate an undead construct.
I imagine it's mindless.
Which is fine. Which we love.
That's- like I said, that's
Barbarian
why
likes
it's fun.
to shout,
Do that.
not intelligent, but likes to try and scare things.
Like, so yeah.
he just stops, turns, and yells at this undead construct.
Keep running.
Go for it.
Don't stop.
Go for it. Go ahead and roll it.
Oh, I did.
You did?
18.
Yes.
Oh, there it is. Okay. For some reason, mine didn't update. So, okay, yeah, sure, you got it. You
Wait, that worked?
Oh no, you got the
Of
roll.
course.
Oh,
You got
okay.
the roll. You roar at it, and it actually hesitates but a moment, and it seems to like read you. The head's all kind of like turned as though sideways, glancing at you with empty eye sockets. It throws its hands out to its side and has acknowledged your strength.
Good.
Well
See you
done,
later.
Hugin.
And then I
Well done.
return
It
feeling
acknowledged
blood.
you.
It raises its hands higher, and you watch as two swarms of skeletal bodies rise out of the beach on either side of it
Hugin.
and begin
Think-
to surge in your direction.
I think you should have saved your thunder wave.
I have
Find a
breathing
choke
arrows,
point.
Thorburn.
Keep running. Find a choke point.
Yeah, I'm with that.
Yeah, so we're just booking it.
The hot
Okay.
gates.
Okay, you start to run inland. Are you thinking a choke point between boulders, or are you making straight for the ruins themselves?
Captain, you're in the lead. It's your call.
I'm worried we might find more things in the ruins themselves. I think we should deal with one crisis at a time. What do you guys say we set up station between the two boulders and try to mow them down?
100%, Captain.
Agreed.
To clarify, Lantern, as I'm trying to imagine this, there's no possibility of flanking in this situation.
Not until they're engaged.
Okay, so yeah, because I'm just trying to visualize in my mind where this choke point is and whether or not they can go around said boulders. Because if we get surrounded,
Yeah, it's not gonna be pretty.
I have an idea. Give me a who's scouting for a choke point? I guess is my question.
The captain was in front, so
I would need a perception check.
See.
Would be probably the best one here, or you could substitute a different skill if you had. That'll work.
That work
a
enough?
7 works.
I don't know if that
Can
works.
I get an
I mean,
assist? Can I get an
perception.
assist? I have +3.
I'd almost go inside.
I was next to them, Lantern. That was the
Roll it.
captain was okay.
Yeah, add it in there as you guys quickly start to look for places to run to. 12, better. So you're hoping to find a collection of rocks.
I rolled a 21 if that matters.
The dwarf points at something.
What do you see, Thorhorn?
Over there, 2 boulders. That's all I can see from here.
Thorburn, I'm not made out for this.
And then we'll do this.
That's all I see from here is 2 boulders.
And
Looks like it'll be a good choke point for us, though.
that'll work. Turn to page 2.
194.
Foul corruption.
There we go. And you guys are coming in. You guys are heading that way.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Following the dwarf's advice, the black outlines are rough boulders. The green outlines are mostly dead trees. And we'll add
Rough
one more tree
terrain.
here.
Okay.
And just for some completion, there's another boulder over there, another boulder over there. Maybe a boulder over there.
We're running east right now. You said.
Wow. Yeah, booby twice and big hole in the same sentence. Automod is probably not going to enjoy that. But there you go. I'm always amazed at what Automod goes after.
You're gonna.
But that's fine. Okay. So you can head on into that little like alcove between the rocks, and they're coming after you from the west.
Yeah, so we're running east currently. They're right behind us.
Yeah.
Can you pull up the map?
Top of the evening to you, cheapskate.
All right, Captain. What's your call?
Let's go, gentlemen. Behind the center boulder. Let's spread out ranks 2 and 2. 2 to
Okay.
the north, 2 to the south of these boulders, and we'll try to set them off on a choke point there.
Okay, so you're thinking
Thorn, you go with the captain.
Here and here?
Can I mark on the board?
Oh
at
yeah,
all?
you can.
Where? How do I? Okay.
You should have edit capabilities. The pens are all off on the left side.
So pins off on the left hand side. Okay.
Pin. Top.
I'll go ahead and
So 1.
So what? Hugan and Kenroy and me and Captain. Is that what we're doing for the splits?
okay.
It takes-
Which I can get then. Who do you want where?
It's not letting me do anything.
Let me just triple check. You should have edit permissions, but I'll just mark it.
Okay,
Oh,
there
there
we
you go.
go.
Yep, you got it.
So like
Ah.
2 and 2.
So like that.
Yeah.
Captain, are we on the top flank or the bottom?
I'm gonna hold up down here. So James, and then I'll.
Okay, I'm with you, Captain, and then Hugan and Kenroy are right behind us on the.
That'll
So
work.
Jane-
On the
And
north
actually,
James,
Kenroy, I would actually recommend being here because the moment that I go into a rage,
Yep.
you won't want to be next to me.
No, no problem, Hugan.
So you're closer to us, Kenroy, than you are to Hugan.
You can assist me if I need it, but I'll be holding this here.
Okay, so I'm imagining you guys have done this then. We've got Thorhorn in the middle. We've got Kenroy positioned on that flank, the captain on that flank, and Hugan's going to hold this entrance all by his lonesome.
Lantern, how high is the boulder next to Kinroy?
That one, we're going to call that 10 feet.
I'd like to use a dexterity check to leap on top of that.
That would be athletics. Or
That would be
acrobatics?
athletics.
Yeah, athletics.
I like that. That's a good idea. Are you going to the very top of it? Or are you climbing up on the back side of it?
Oh.
Right in the middle.
Okay, right square on
That's-
top. Fair enough. You can
I like that
totally
plan.
try that. Would be athletics.
Said dexterity.
Let me see if this is gonna play nice or not. There it goes. It is coming through. Doink 13. That's good enough.
Perfect. So I leap on top
Climb up on top of that.
so I can see every enemy and everything going on
Yep.
around us.
Perfect. You're right square on top.
How close are they to us?
You've got
I
a-
want to make sure that.
You've got a few seconds before they're on you. There's one swarm coming on to each side of that. They've split to go around the boulder.
Where's the
I
big
need
boy?
to make sure I'm just activating the rage at the right moment so that when they are within range, it's a prepared action. So that once they get within range,
Yep.
rage, then which we call it? Blah, blah, blah,
Storm Herald.
Yep.
Okay, the two swarms will split to surge around the rock on either side, and crash like a tide against it. The juggernaut is just barreling right down, and it's going to target. Looks like it's targeting the easiest to spot life form it can snuff, which happens to be this puny little tiefling standing on top of a rock right about eye level. Just saying.
Hey, you guys are muted.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm just waiting for the roll initiative.
It's about to come.
So should I roll should I activate that now? Actually, as my bonus action to rage.
Yeah, you can start the rage as they're coming in. That rage doesn't have a duration, does it?
Not that I can see.
Up to a minute or 10 rounds. Yeah, as soon as you see that they're about to hit you, you can kick that into high gear. Yeah, it's a 1 minute. So 10 rounds. I don't think I've ever seen a combat go 10 rounds.
And can the bard use bardic inspiration before the combat begins too? Does it have to be in combat action?
He can at any time. The bard can kick it in, but it's not a it's not something where you bonus action gains inspiration die. So as a bonus action, any creature and stuff that can hear you can grant the die to. So if you want to grant a die to somebody right now, you can.
Yeah, I'll use that for 100%.
Who you
Okay.
giving it to?
Who are you going to
Right.
throw the die at?
All you gotta do is just throw it to him.
Who do you want to inspire?
I need to inspire James.
Okay. So for an upcoming ability check, attack roll, or savings throw, James has a bonus D8 he can add to the roll. As you, and let's be honest, climbing atop the rock to look out over it's kind of an inspiring sight.
Yeah, up there just.
I am
jamming out,
typically-
like,
World is this? What wonderful world! Yeah.
like just, battle time.
The skeleton swarms sweep over both sides. Do you want to have the honor, Hermit, of describing what happens as they approach melee range and we're about to roll initiative?
As they come close, you all start to feel this funny heat to the air raging around me within 10 feet, and suddenly you see my hair go up into a flurry, and the ground starts to scorch within 10 feet of me, and I just start to grin and say, "Come, get burned!"
Oh, I'm feeling the fire, my friend.
And Hugin has gone Super Saiyan.
On that note, roll initiative.
Okay.
That's a good question, Drago. I don't know what's going to happen when they kill the big guy. Am I supposed to know what that happens? I guess I'm supposed to know that, aren't I? Jeez.
Apparently, I am always supposed to go first.
16. That is a heck of a roll. 20. Let's see. Kenroy still has to roll, and the captain has a 17. And our wee little bard is not going that early.
He's tired from climbing that rock.
Yeah, that took a bit out of him
I'm exhausted from inspiring you boys.
getting up there. I'm going to also do a very quick edit that this is Skeletal Swarm North. Just so we can separate the two swarms coming around the rocks. Doesn't change a lot. The first swarm is like right on top of you at this moment, Thorhorn. What's happening?
Well, I am going to swing twice. That is what I'm doing. And wow. Okay. 14.
Do you hit the swarm?
Yes.
That's
That's what I'm aiming for, yeah.
That's
And
a good
10.
thing. All right. You did some damage as it swarmed in on you. And so that's going to do
9
some-
and 7.
Oh, the 10's not going to hit. The 14 does.
Oh, yeah.
I'm sorry.
So sorry. Yeah, just the 9. And 9 was the first one.
Okay. Cool beans. The bad news is you no longer have the ability to hear anyone calling to you. The swarm is a collection of clattering bones and bits. Legs, arms, blades, heads, just washing over you. And now all you can hear is the sound of that clattering bone against bone surrounding you. The captain observes as this wash of animated bones, just like bees, engulfs the dwarf as he swings his hammer back and forth. What do you do, Captain Captain?
So I am feeling the fire from our dear friend. And I'm going to go ahead and take inspiration from Hugin here and from the bard itself, and I'm going to throw burning hands and a cone shade Kamehameha at these swarming entities that are coming up at us.
Oh, that's gonna be fun for me.
That's good.
I know I can't hear it, but that's gonna be
No,
fun.
you won't hear a thing. So even actually, here's what happens: the captain yells "duck,"
and I
and you
don't hear
glance
it.
over your shoulder to go "what?" And you just watch as he puts his thumbs together, throws his fingers out, and fire.
Can I use a reaction? Oh wait, I can't hear it. I was gonna say can I use a reaction to duck, but I can't hear him.
Yep.
I can see it, but it might not be in time.
You might get your mustache singed, my friend.
Go ahead and roll the damage. Let's see. I don't think they're gonna make their dex save. No. No, they are definitely going to take the full brunt of that. Yeah, that did a thing. By the way, Mr. Killian, could you give me a dex save?
I can't.
As you are absolutely caught in the blast.
That's just a regular roll, right? No advantage or disadvantage.
Well, it's not at disadvantage, but you do click the dex save button, which for you is a +1.
Yep. So 8.
8. No.
Yeah.
So you also take 10 damage.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was trying to save you.
That
Okay,
hurts.
he has a lot of hit points.
Good.
He can
You're
sacrifice
stout.
a few to this.
You're stout, my dude. I believe in you.
He can
I just start
sacrifice.
running around as my butt's on fire.
My biscuits are burning. My biscuits are burning.
Like, what the heck was that?
We didn't. You know how old I am? I'm
Hmm.
old enough that I remember when it was cool to be able to state how many verses of We Didn't Start the Fire you could recite from memory. And the one who could do all of them, that was the cool kid.
Now, I just want to. I'm not sure if this works with a bone storm, but because the dwarf was clearly engaged with this group, do I get sneak attack?
They would have to be a conscious being, wouldn't they? And it's also not.
It doesn't apply to
Hey.
spells.
Doesn't
It
apply.
doesn't
to
Doesn't apply to spells. I was actually
That's right.
processing, like, if you weren't
That's
using
right.
spells, would it have applied? And I'm going to go, no, probably not. Well, I'll burn that bridge when we get to it, because I'm pretty sure that's going to happen next round.
So, a bonus action to move.
Okay, where do you want to head?
So I'm going to move more inland here.
Okay.
Whatever 30 feet is back.
Absolutely. There's James.
Yeah, I couldn't move. I was surrounded.
That's okay.
It happens.
That is okay. That's okay. We'll get you. We'll get you. However, the first storm is about to hit Hugin.
You can know
What happens?
Oh, so it's my turn now?
Yeah, you get your full action first as they swarm into you. And this is where things get shenanigan-y.
Well, I mean, the moment that they reach within 10 feet of me,
Mm-hmm.
the swarm will take 3 damage no matter what.
Yep.
I'm trying to differentiate whether or not I can just charge off and actually attack the Colossus itself instead. But I'm technically engaged with this thing first.
You
so if I
are.
do-
The swarm's
yeah,
on you.
so which means that I would be giving an attack of opportunity, which I don't really want to do. So for the moment, while it's all over me,
Bits of femurs and tibias, and you're pretty sure at one point a whole pelvis bone beat against your arms and legs.
I'm gonna start trying to distort it as best I can while taking a 5-foot step backwards, trying to draw it in. So not incurring an attack of opportunity,
Right.
but also getting my full attack, so that it stays on me. With that, with rage,
Okay.
I believe I'm attacking with rage activated. That's going to add all the damage and things in and of itself. Correct?
Right.
It's automated. All right. So I'll be doing 2 attacks then.
Good call. So you're going to pull the swarm in here with you.
Yep.
Make sure there's no S in it because I don't want to separate out the juggernaut.
So while I'm doing that,
That great sword is ineffective against it. Do you want to re-roll that?
I do. I
don't
do.
I think anybody's going to complain too loud if you do. Yeah,
There's one.
There's one. That's nice. That's a definite. And this will be, I mean, +7. You get
That's a lot better.
that's a lot better. 2 sets of damage. And then I'm going to rule that because it's a swarm, it's going to take extra damage from your heaty thingy. Because it seems unreasonable that it's not going to take more damage. So,
Roll damage.
yes, please. You got to roll damage twice.
Those were just the hits, cleric.
Don't worry, Crimson.
There'd be a lot of damage.
Yeah,
That's still a good bit of
wasn't as
damage.
good as it could have been, but it's still pretty good. Well, thank you, Willie. So that's the first set of damage. Second set of damage. And then I'll apply another. It's usually 3 to each thing around you. But it's a swarm. So I'm going to actually roll that does 4 times its usual damage to the swarm. So we need one more damage roll from your... Did we get it? Oh, we got it. Sorry, I missed it. So that's 14 from the first hit, 9 from the second, another 12 from your fiery
So 35 points of damage.
coolness.
Nice.
Yeah, it's definitely feeling... It's feeling something as it comes around. Now, it's going to get to do its thing. Which, interestingly, according to the rules as written, it gets 1 attack. And it misses. I like a lot of things about this encounter, but this part I'm like, man, I should have custom. Oh. So I have good news and bad news. The
What's
good
about
news,
to
the
happen to
good
me?
news is the barbarian is not going to get hit.
Bad news.
I feel like I'm about to get hurt.
The dwarf got hit really hard. Like a lot hard. For a total of 16.
For damage?
Yeah.
Well done, my friend.
Hey!
Keep holding the ranks.
He's holding the line.
That hurt. I have 15 points of health left.
It
Well
seems
done.
like
We need you, Thoborn. You old cannon fodder.
I'm not supposed to be cannon fodder.
seems like we made some healing.
Hang
soon.
on a second.
Gonna be an opening really soon on this crew. This one, it's going to just take a shot at the thing it can see. So it's going to come charging up and it's going to start swinging at the bard because it's right there on top of that rock. One of the 2 claws is going to connect. So first it sweeps with it down with its left, and when it comes down with its right, it is going to connect for 15 damage.
Lantern.
Yeah.
One sec. I have the spectral wings. What did they roll to hit me for that 16 damage?
Natural 20.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I got screwed.
Sorry.
Well, no, I could roll spectral wings because I have 18 AC and I can roll a D4, which could protect me, raise my AC up so they don't hit.
It
Oh.
would have to be on your turn. Is it
No,
it's a
it's
reaction.
when I'm hit by an attack roll, I can
It's a
use it
reaction.
to increase my AC or a target AC as a reaction.
Hold on, let me go back. I can't now. It's already been off. It's off my scroll. We will remember that for next time. Because that's a good one to know that you have, because you do get to use it as a reaction.
Yeah, because you just said the damage. I didn't know what they rolled to hit, so that's why I didn't say anything
Yeah.
right away.
Wasn't that? Yeah. Okay. Good to know. Good to know. It'll hold you into it. And Wooly also points out in chat, if you're not following it, don't forget you have second wind,
Yeah, I know.
which will
I
bring
also
you
have
back.
cure wounds too.
Okay. So 14 damage to our bard, who now gets an action.
So I will use. Wait, what's the proximity of the skeletons around me on top of this boulder?
Okay, so from where you're at, the skeletal juggernaut is literally like face to face with you.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
his hands are on either side of you on top of the boulder. It's maybe 10 feet down to either of the two swarms that are coming around the boulders where you've set up your choke point.
Okay. I will use my level 3 thunder wave
Okay.
and push them back as far as possible while doing as much damage as possible.
When you say them, could you clarify which them you're talking about?
The juggernaut itself, and then any skeletons he has around him.
Okay. Not a problem. It's not a bad roll. Let's see if you actually knock him back a bit, because that would be pretty cool if you did. Let's see. Juggernaut gets a dex save, I believe it is. Fails it. So he's going to take the full damage,
Perfect.
13, and it's going to drop to a knee.
Then I will this,
Mm-hmm.
and then I'll use my secondary action and Misty Step back off the boulder. I'm going to do like a double backflip, somersault
Into a portal,
into right,
and then pop up.
exactly.
Fair enough. You've played D&D before.
I sure have.
Raven's over there muted, like, do this next turn.
Give me that. I've never played before. Crap.
He's just a natural, that's all.
Yeah. Okay. So that gets through the bard action. How's the dwarf doing?
Dwarf is hurting. He's over here with a blinking health bar, like, got set on fire and just taking damage left and right.
Go on,
When
get
did I
out
become
of
the
there!
punching bag?
Get out of there! Come back!
That's what I'm checking. So can I attack and then move? Or do I just have to move?
You can attack and then move.
Okay.
Your move is spread out over your turn. You can move your full
Okay.
move allowance.
So, yep, we are going to do the swingy of the Warhammer.
That's a plan. It's a good plan.
Yeah.
support the plan.
And that's a nat 1. That's great. Yeah.
Oh,
there we go.
no, we are seeing on 4 rerolls in the bag.
Yeah, we're going to use one of those. So here's the...
Ah,
Oh, 2. That's just even better. Man, I'm doing great over here.
That's unfortunate.
And then a 5. So 12. So it's a 9 and then 12 are the 2 hit rolls.
Okay.
Love.
Okay, the 12 will hit. So give me 1 round of damage
Yeah. Okay.
as you try to whittle this thing down.
7 points of damage.
Okay.
And then I am going to run away as far as I can towards the captain.
Okay. Are you open to provoking attacks, or do you just want to take a step back?
Step back. Like
Okay.
backstepping.
All right, so we're going to take a short little, like, hey, don't kill me.
Yep. And then as a bonus action, I want to use my second wind.
Good call.
So
Good
how do I
call.
roll for that?
Second wind, I think it's,
It has a checkbox, but do I... I'm kinda-
D10 plus 5. So if you can't get that to work in the bottom left corner of your screen, you'll see a custom die roll.
Okay, yeah, we're just going to...
You just hit that. Just pull it up and then roll a D10, and we'll just add 5 to it. So there you go. We got it.
Oh, 0. Lovely. Oh, no, 10. That's
10,
a 10. I
that's
was
a
like,
10.
wait, so,
That's a-
so 15 points health.
That's a good thing.
So- yeah, I always forget about the D10s looking like that.
Yep. You're not the
So
first one.
Yeah.
That happened-
So
What-
that's 15 points.
Wednesday that happened to Molly rolled damage or something. And she went, I did 0 damage. I'm like, no. You did 10 damage.
Yeah, it throws you off sometimes.
You did 10. You're good.
And so I gotta check that. So that's can't be used.
Cool.
And
The captain.
Yep, that's it for me. So
What's your plan, sir?
So,
Both swarms are coming up over around the rock. They're coming. They're working their way in as your two lieutenants are drawing them into the gap. The skeletal juggernaut is on the other side of that massive boulder and will be walking around it slowly but soon.
I'm reticent to like use my last spell slot for today. So I think that I'm gonna throw. Can I assume that the skeletal swarm, at least on the left, was engaged with the dwarf?
no, I backstepped out of it. So
Oh, it's
Right,
it's
so-
following along.
yeah. So I'm far enough away where if you cast something, I can duck now. I can hear you call a
All
spell.
right. So I'd like to essentially hurl 2 spectral daggers into the swarm.
Okay. Yeah.
And
I duck.
whoever it was engaged with is the kind of one, whether it's hermits or the others.
Right.
So first dagger is 13 to hit. Second one is 15 to hit.
That's pretty good. Those will both hit. Give me 2 sets of damages, and we'll keep piddling away at them.
7 and 5, and at this point, since it's a ranged weapon, will I get sneak attack?
Not really.
And they can't see him because if you look at it, we're me and Hugh
Yeah,
are
I would-
blocking him.
Undead usually don't do well with sneak attack, but fear not. Not everything tonight is undead. I can already hear it. I can hear it. I understand. But not everything tonight is undead.
It's okay. The barbarian decided to shout at a creature without consciousness.
Yes.
I mean, it was fun. It was funny.
I remember.
Yeah. And actually, you know what? 12's enough damage to cause that swarm to break up and tumble around in a pile of bones. So you're down to 1 swarm left.
I still would like to use my bonus action for movement. And I would like to kind of like come up to this flank here.
Just keep finding a quiet place to be that's not.
Not in the center of the storm, you know. Like I've seen Twister. Like I know how these things happen. I'll have a pipe handy to latch a belt to.
Fair enough. There we go. Which then asks us, Hugin, how's our barbarian holding out?
Our barbarian is regretting not reminding myself to talk about slasher, but that's for different kinds of characters. So once per turn, when I hit a creature with an attack that deals slashing damage, I can reduce the speed of that target by 10 feet.
Yes.
So I'm still, I believe I'm still engaged with mine, and I believe it's
It's on top of you.
on top of me. So we're gonna see what doing 1 swing does, along with the fire on me, and
Okay.
then we're gonna wait and see if that does it, and hopefully, if it does,
Okay.
then I'm gonna charge headlong at the Juggernaut.
For your second attack.
Yes.
Okay.
So the
That's-
first one,
Doable.
doable.
We'll see.
First attack is
Is a hit.
all right. So do you want me to roll damage now?
Yep.
Right.
Yeah, put the damage down, see if it's enough to finish it off. It lingers. There's still bones around you.
All right. So we're gonna go for it again then.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry, that's damage. I have to roll to hit first. Hermit, come on.
Well, that was just with the greatsword. Wouldn't the fire damage take care of the rest first?
Already applied it.
Oh, okay.
I applied that first out.
Yeah, because it's just 3.
Okay.
So to hit.
Okay. That swarm has been cleared.
Okay. Now that I'm cleared and I see that there's a juggernaut there, I think what I need to do. No, I've done all of my attacks. Do I have the
Yeah.
ability to move again?
Yeah, you
Don't
still have
remember
your
that.
full move.
Hmm. Hmm.
Decisions.
Just need to make sure I know where everything is.
Yeah,
First.
big skeleton thing is still right here. It's going to be picking itself up shortly. You guys have fallen back between these
prone?
boulders. Yes.
I would like to run over to it, so when it tries to actually get back up, I would like to have an attack of opportunity before it can right itself. Does that make sense?
Yeah, but
Prone now.
I don't think rising from prone provokes an attack. You have to move out of threat.
Okay.
So,
Okay. Well, then maybe I won't give myself an opportunity to get bonked on the head first.
you can make yourself if you wanted to come after you first, you can make yourself a more attractive target to it.
Yeah. Hey.
You can
Yeah.
taunt it.
Yeah. Right. Starts to cough. Want to come over here?
Look up here. Look up here. Look up here.
Look at me. Look at me.
Just wave the flare over your head. Its vision is based on movement.
Great.
Yeah, that's pretty funny.
Now we should run. Now we should definitely go. Get in the car. Get in the car and go.
Objects in here may be closer than they appear.
That's it. Oh,
And then they combine that with they do it again in Toy Story, which is even better. Okay. Speaking of which, the big guy is going to pick himself up and start to get a couple of steps in. Its speed is not significant. So, although it can. So it's going to start towards Hugin as its target of choice. But most of its movement was picking itself up, so it's going to just get there and,
Is it within 10 feet of me?
and it will take a little bit of damage from that fire aura. You shall not forget your fire aura. It, however, is no longer prone. We will work stuff around. Yes, we will. Yes. Yes, Kaitapan and I have already been talking about getting to the table. So we might have to look at some calendars and see if we can book 3 or 4 weeks in a row so we can do more than just a one shot. Which I'll talk about later. All right. What is our bard doing?
I am, as I've somersaulted extravagantly, which I do typically. As I've landed on my feet and seen the horde going towards us, I choose to use Cure Wounds on Sir Theoborn.
Okay. You rush up to his side.
Thank you, sir.
Yes,
I'd be hurting.
Thank you, sir.
I'd be hurting over here.
'Tis flesh wound.
As much as I can, Theoborn.
So
Don't
that's
get too
7?
excited about my healing capabilities. It was just kind of a one-off for me.
That's 7 points to heal.
Hey, that's good stuff, man.
Oh, I know.
Don't be
I'll
dissing
take-
on
I'll-
that.
Oh, I'm not. I'll take it.
They all
I was
they
hurting.
add up. They-
are both of the skeletal storms
Gone.
Yeah,
Right.
we just have the Juggernaut left.
Perfect. Fantastic.
Arrived for the healing. Yay! Thank you, Tiff. They need healing.
Oh no, I need healing. I'm the one who's really taking the damage.
Plus, we have a barbarian tonight. You can see a different kind of barbarian build. Because Tiffany, who's in chat, plays the barbarian librarian in our Wednesday night game.
Well, that's cool.
Also, one of the more rational members of the party.
That's not. Wait,
Wait, the
Barbarian? What?
I mean, so I think I have been a little bit deceiving.
what?
The
not a
stereo
barbarian.
sound of, wait, what? I
I was
think
like, oh, that sounds cool. I was like, wait, what?
By the way, the dwarf's action is up, and while you're contemplating, all I will say is I don't think that's a statement of how rational the barbarian is, as much as a statement of the irrationality of the rest of the party.
All right. So how far is the juggernaut away from me without running
20 feet.
without running through the barbarian's heat wave?
So go that way.
Go
Around the rock. Yeah, well, you can do that in a move action for your move.
Okay.
Get up on its back end.
Yeah.
That's totally doable. Fist bump the bard and take off at a run.
Pretty much. That's what we're doing.
That works.
So I'm flanking the juggernaut because he's facing the barbarian, right? So it'll be a flank.
Sure. I don't use the optional flanking rules, so if there are any, I don't think there are anymore.
Right.
That's Pathfinder.
Okay. Well,
It's
and 3 and
Pathfinder from what I
3.5
remember.
had them too. I remember
3 and
that.
3.5,
There were a
yeah.
whole thing about like drawing lines to determine. Yeah, the good old days.
So does flanking give me anything?
No, but you can hit it.
Okay. Okay. I just wanted to make sure before I do rolls.
Go for it. Go for it. Go for it.
10 and 17.
One hits some damage. It's gonna have a fun action if it survives till its turn.
8 points of damage.
Okay. Of blunt, so it's vulnerable to that.
And debating if I want to action search.
Kill it!
Yeah, let's do
Kill
the
it!
action.
Kill
Let's do
it!
the action search. Yep. We'll do search. So that's that'll be another attack.
Yep. If I remember,
for
action search is
13 hit.
an action search means you should get your 2 attacks.
Oh, it's 2 more attacks.
I think so.
Okay.
And if not,
Yeah.
I'll find out in a
Um,
few minutes when chat yells at me.
It says you can take one additional action, but I can whenever I make an attack action, I can attack twice. So yes.
Yes, attacks per action.
Okay.
too.
So
13 to hit.
and then a 19, which is a crit.
A crit. Nice.
Yes. When I roll a 19, it's a crit.
So damage. So you're rolling damage
3
3 times.
So, yep. So we got 11, 6, or sorry, 10, 11, 10, and then 5.
That's a heck of an action surge for 26 damage
That's why I like being a fighter.
on your action surge, coupled with the doubling because it's blunt versus a skeletal creature.
Yep.
So, yeah, that's 50.
52. If it's doubled, yeah, it's 52.
Yeah,
Bonk!
bonk. Bonk. Out of curiosity, how does the captain intend to follow that display of martial prowess?
Wait, he's not dead yet?
No.
Sorry, the dwarf's just in shock. That's all. Don't mind me. I'm just in shock. I'm like, what?
Yeah, like that third attack, you bring it like right up into the pelvis structure area, and like you watch his bones and bits shatter everywhere, and like the parts that don't come off just fill in that part of the skeletal form.
I mean, he can't have much health left. Do something. If not, the barbarian should take care of it.
I'm feeling hot hands again. I feel like I might just like try to throw some fire bolts right into the center mass of this thing. Since I've got the range for it from back here. Let's see what happens. It's a 21 to hit.
That's a hit.
Perfect. Let's see if we can get some damage.
Well, that's right. Upgrades at fifth level to 2d10. That's damage. It felt it.
Damage.
It's damage.
It's
You wounded him.
It's a flesh wound.
It tickled him.
It was a fun tickle.
Every little bit adds up. Bit by bit by bit by bit.
Let's see.
That doesn't hit me, does it?
No,
Okay.
it's a single target attack.
Yeah, and I'll just bonus action to disengage.
You're not engaged.
Yeah.
I'm not engaged. Well,
you
then
just
perfect.
hurled a firebolt
hanging out.
from like
just
60 meters away.
Just smashing it up. All right, then I'll just bonus action to move up closer since the swarms are going to about that area.
That makes sense.
Just gotta get it closer to battle.
Oh, finally. Well, I can't see. There's a rock between us, but I'm like, finally he shows
Yep.
up.
So what's Hugin doing?
Hugin is trying to figure out how to try and kill this as best he can.
Hey, I did 52 damage. What you got, Barbarian?
Well, I mean, I
Hugin, I
can't.
believe in you.
I'm not all at once. I'm a marathon, if you will. Right. Well, so we're just gonna try and just do both attacks because at this point it's the fire of being That is actually a good question, Lantern. Each turn that they're within range of me, have they been taking damage?
Yep.
Each turn. Brilliant. Okay.
3 damage. Yep.
Yeah. So I'm gonna attack. Well, twice. I think I can do a reckless attack,
Do it.
which just means that like it's to make sure that I hit it.
Gain
I believe. Give me
advantage
advan-
on melee weapon attacks.
Yep,
Attacks
that's
against
the
you
one.
have advantage. Seems reasonable. Rage
Right?
damage
So-
is love.
Hopefully you kill it.
Yeah. No.
No.
I mean, it's possible this turn. It's close to going down, but it's going to do some damage before it drops, I think. Oddly enough, yeah, that'll hit.
Both.
Yeah. Yep, 2 hits.
Right.
And then we apply some damage to it. And doing some math, thinking about this. Okay. There's a part of it that's still up. But I
So what
think
do you do? Chop out the legs?
I think it's kind of like whittling down as you're like shattering bits of bone that fall off to the sides or get thrown off in directions. Other bits of bone start to fill in the gaps to keep the humanoid shape, but it's definitely lost the majority of its mass. Like it's almost out of everything. Is that the end of the barbarian's actions?
I'm actually gonna take a 5-step back to disengage it.
Try to back up a bit.
Yeah.
Okay. I can live with that tonight. So you take that little short step. Technically, 5th edition got rid of that 5-foot step for disengaging.
Oh, then
But-
no, then just leave me there. Just leave me there then.
It works thematically, and I'll just remember that when I have NPCs later.
Mhm.
I don't mind. It's close enough though that there's still both of you are in melee range with it. Plus, it's got big arms. What it's going to do though, instead of attacking you, you watch as it pushes down on the earth and just explodes outwards in a collection of bone. I need the 2 people within 10 feet of the center of the action to give me a dex save.
That would be
As
Right.
large. Oh.
one moment. I need to make sure there is a feature in trait. Danger sense. You have advantage on dex saving throws against effects that you can see while not blinded, deafened, or
Oh,
capacitated.
then you have advantage, so you can click on the right click and hit advantage.
Is this just on dexterity?
Yep. Yeah. Do it again, because you had advantage. I'm gonna roll some dice here behind the screen.
It's not doing the thing.
Okay, cool. Well, I saw the 2. We'll take the better of the 2. Unfortunately, the DC is a little higher than that. And so you each are going to take 18 damage from flying bits of bones
What
and
was the hit on that?
spikes. It's not an attack roll. It's a
Okay.
dex
It's
save.
dex
Okay,
save.
it's just a dex
Basically, a
save.
bomb went off in front of us.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's always fun.
Yeah.
Too bad I can't
Um,
have out my shield.
Ow.
That's part of the dex save.
Yeah.
Is to get that shield up in front of you in time.
So how much damage?
18 each.
18.
Now the good news is, it's gone.
Bad news is I'm hurting again.
So the good news is things just got really quiet. And you have an opportunity to stop, collaborate, and pee.
And listen.
We'll see everybody back here. Well, there's been another request for a quick break. Let's take a 5-minute break. On the back end of that combat, we'll come back with what the plan is for when we get up and we get moving again.
All right. Burned, blown up, beaten, healed, and then beaten again. Or sorry, beaten, burned, healed, and then blown up.
Yes.
Average day.
Just another day in the woods.
Let's be clear.
In the ruins, I guess.
You opted onto this crew.
No
press gang dragged you aboard this ship.
No, I know. I should have stayed home with all my money. Just, yeah. But no,
I want a little bit of glory.
But no, I got bored and wanted glory.
Should look for an Arkenstone.
It's not like they recruited you with promises of exposure. I have to.
Right.
And the thing is, that word now, it's like, because there's a group that wants me to pay a membership fee so I can have the privilege of playing with them.
What?
Yes.
No, thank you.
The privilege of playing music. Oh. Thank you for that, Wooly. I love how he doesn't want to say it in chat when he's correcting me. He's such a great guy. He is such a great guy. There's a company that's looking for Irish pub musicians, and they want to charge a membership fee to be in the company, and then they can help you get opportunities to perform.
No, don't. Yeah, let's
And I'm
don't
like,
do that.
no, I'm not. I know I'm not great. I'm not the hermit. Okay.
What?
This man is crazy talented. I
Agreed.
am middling talented. I'm good enough to be entertaining in short spurts once you've had a couple of pints. That's where I
Well,
land.
now I want to know what music you play, Lantern, because now I want to write music with you. 'Cause I like Irish pub music a lot.
So do I.
I would go get the
Yeah.
guitar when we were done, but we have to go late so that I'm sure that Mrs. Noir is no longer, or I guess tonight Dr. Noir is not on duty. She's not a doctor; she's a tech. But if I bring the guitar out while she's trying to work, there's going to be headaches.
I want to hear you do a little on Raglan Road, my friend.
I don't know that one. I do have Whiskey in the Jar is my go-to.
What about 12 Drunken Nights?
I have done 7 Drunken Nights.
7?
I don't usually do
Oh,
it because
wow.
it's not as family friendly.
True.
I don't know the
So-
7th one. I only know the 6th one. My version cuts
7
off
is
at
the
6.
pipe.
Yeah, I don't think I can get through 12, and I've done some pretty. I've never found a good chord progression.
Man, I can
to
be the
Rattling
seventh drunken
Bog.
night once I have beer or whiskey in me
Yeah.
or rum.
Turn into Mr. Gilliam.
Yeah, small startups. Yeah, there's that. Well, I have such a frustration for the term exposure. Okay, I can do this while I'm recapping. If I can find one quick. And if not, I'll put something else up there. So, coming back from the break, you have fought your way up the beach. You have fought with the skeletons buried in the sand. Having gotten past them, you had the opportunity to take a moment to breathe and realize that indeed there was a lot more hiding on this beach than you realized, which then puts you in the position to go, okay, we got this. We can handle things. Rising out of the sand was a massive skeletal juggernaut. It then, after being taunted by your barbarian, it took that opportunity to call upon 2 additional swarms of bones that rose up and came as
Time to warm.
I need studio mode. Okay. Which now puts you in a position to figure out how you want to recover. What's your plan for that?
Well, my dear friends, it seems that our dear friend Forehorn, and even the bard himself, needs some tending to. So why don't we pair those together? And Hugin, how are you feeling? If you are feeling okay, perhaps you could help me rummage around these bones and see if there's anything worth finding.
I'll help you for a bit, but that explosion was gross.
It's a bit nasty.
I agree with the barbarian, and it hurt a lot.
Yeah, I'm feeling it, as it were, Mr. Captain.
Can I go set up a camp while y'all are looting around in the bones?
Well, are we trying to sleep tonight? I don't know if I want to be I don't think I want to go to bed here.
Yeah, I
would
would
rather
trust
just
this.
rest for a little bit, see if we can tend to our wounds, and then move on.
We'll do this on the road, Thilbjorn.
Whatever you all say. And I just go sit down against a rock somewhere.
I mean, I do feel like so. Our dear friend, I mean, you sustained some wounds, Hugin, but you are still stout. Absolutely. I do feel like if all 3 of you need to rest, I will rummage a bunch of bones and see if I can find anything worthwhile, and you all take a short break, and perhaps the bard can inspire you, and then lay hands upon you.
Look at the bones. Look at the bones.
I'm going to look at the bones. I'm going to find all the secrets. I shall know the discovery. I shall share the plunder.
Whole new twist to the whole like throw the bones and see what happens.
That's it. Who wants to
Big
roll
ol'
the bones? 4 4s.
You have an opportunity to root through the bones, and sadly, there's little to be found amongst the swarms other than broken bits of, well, bone. Maybe a rusted dagger, bits of sea chain, what looks like maybe what was a small anchor at one time for a smaller vessel that got swept up in it, but very little of value.
Pity.
Are you planning to take a full-on short rest? Take some time to breathe, or are you going to press on?
I mean, I could use the short rest just to get everything back.
Yeah, if you guys need a short rest, let's do the thing. Let's get some recovery here, but let's not tarry too long. I don't trust the sand.
No, I agree with that, but we
Space.
don't know what's ahead, and I'm hurting.
All right, take your time. I'll keep watch.
Okay. There is a button on D&D Beyond, by the way, for short rest. It's a little counterintuitive at first. You click it, and then you have to elect how many of your hit dice you want to spend, and then you'll roll the dice and let you, or you click off, then you have to hand roll the dice to get some hit points back. So that's a thing.
There are 2 options I see, Lantern. Before I just do it, there's recover, and then there's roll hit dice. Now,
Yes.
Yeah, I can reset maximum HP.
Oh yeah, we're not doing the full rest, so that you'd want to roll hit dice.
okay, so 1, 2.
Let's say it's quite the poison. Yeah. Tetanus will be really bad out here right now. Yeah.
That trench is 5 5.
Oh, we are.
Are you?
I now have to roll the dice. Yes.
I think you have to hand roll the dice using the custom dice roller.
Okay.
I don't think it does that. I don't think it's built in there. I'm going to peek at the captain's character sheet to see the interface again. So I think, yeah, you click the buttons. You can add the con modifier to each die roll. Thank you, Wooly.
Thanks, Wooly.
Willie is indeed a
Wooly's a genius.
great source
Yeah,
of information.
he is. And the thing is, D&D is not his only game. Oh, yes, roll one at a time until satisfied. Also a good one. That's why it's not... Okay, that makes sense as to why it's not a straight up like, here, click and be done. You roll your D whatever until you feel like you're happy with your hit point total. So in the case of... Yeah. He is the library you need. Absolutely.
So, Lantern, did you see my roll, or did I accidentally do it to just myself?
I think you did it to yourself. How much did you get back?
24.
Okay.
I got 28.
Did you burn all your dice?
No, I burned 3 of 5.
That's works for me. 25. And then Kyle, Tyler, how many dice do you want to burn? You're down 14. So
I already did it in D&D Beyond.
oh, cool. What's his current health at?
It's at max again.
Okay.
It's 28.
Yeah, I'm pretty much at max. I'm at 46 and 49.
But we burned all 5 dice. Wow.
We'll see if it pays off.
He can always lay hands on himself.
I guess it would help. if
Actually, I don't know if you can.
applied healing. You can.
Oh, you can. Perfect.
So you guys are in good shape. You're ready to move inland further,
Let's go.
which works out. You have the opportunity then to, you start to head in. As you come, you start to work your way in, and you can there's a bit of a roll to the island surface, and you can make out up ahead what looks like what had been the start of the construction of a building. There are a couple of small gardens around the structure. And it's not hard to spot at a distance a staircase that leads down into the like a basement cellar area in the foundation of the structure. There's no one else that you can spot at this time tending the gardens or anything. Everyone seems to be hiding out below. But you do have the opportunity to approach with relative immunity at this point.
So, quick question.
Yes.
Is our prisoner still alive?
Yes.
Okay. Beautiful. I am thoroughly glad that they are. So in the short rest, would it have been possible for me to change my familiar?
No.
Oh.
And your familiar takes umbrage at the suggestion that you would change for something else.
You fool.
I still love you. I just want you to look different.
The parrot.
It's a beautiful parrot. I just don't want to sit a parrot down into the deep sea.
Insulted.
I'd much rather ye be a lizard. Well, I would say, we keep the same marching order to the stairs, my friend. I do like having Hugin's glowing sword near me, especially in the dark recesses. But we do need to keep the bard close with their dark vision. You know, I can't always see in spaces like this, but I am prepared to take the first hit for you all.
Can I do a history check on the stonework?
Yeah. Go ahead.
All right.
That seems like a good use.
So 16, and then I also get double my proficiency, so 22.
Solid. As you start to approach, you can see this masonry. It's human construction, and it's relatively recent. In fact, you can make out places where the bricks have been laid and then the work was abandoned. There are sections where the mortar isn't even set quite, where the mortar's dried in weird patterns, like someone fell against it or leaned against it. So construction was clearly interrupted by something.
Can I do a perception check to see if there's anything? No, yeah, that I would notice that would have been the source of an interruption.
Sure.
Dun dun.
Good roll. Hopefully.
Yeah. From the make of it, probably some kind of combat. The people were working on this, and in fact, even at one point, as you get close enough that you can start to investigate, I'm assuming you're trying to stay quiet. As you start to kind of poke around, you can see that the mortar is in some places and the brick has some blood on them. There was some kind of raid here.
I think we've learned everything we can learn. We should press on.
Okay.
Well, is there any other potential way down in this area? Does anyone see anything besides just a staircase?
You poke around the structure a bit. There does not appear to be any additional hatches or anything. It looks like more than likely the cellar area was prepared, and then the structure was being built atop it. So the foundation was laid, and they're attempting to build something on top of that particular foundation.
All right, friends. How about we press forward? I do have a question though. If we had the bard cast light upon an object, could it cast it upon a familiar?
Technically, no. But he could cast it on a bauble that you could then clip to the parrot's leg.
What about a stone?
Probably more
Might be a
Black
bit heavier.
rocks.
Yeah,
I think the bird might not be able to fly.
it becomes a matter of where
Small stone.
by what manner does it grip it? Does it grip it by the husk?
It's
About
talons.
about a
Look at
husk.
Look at it. It's
African or European parrot?
treacherous.
You could just Bard.
They're
Come on, you can just pull off
gigantic.
one of your rings,
A
or the
pebble.
cat can pull
Five-ounce
off one of his
bird.
A very
rings.
luminescent
carry
pebble.
a 1 pound pebble.
A pebble. It's a pebble. The pebble in the parrot. It's this big.
Just tell the captain pull off one of his rings. You can enchant it
Okay,
and then stick it to the
okay.
bird.
Are we trying to
was
create a
thinking-
will-o-wisp to attract attention?
Actually,
this is
I
the
was
captain's
thinking.
idea. I'm just trying to help.
Actually, I was thinking a bubble.
Well, the advantage of like using like an ear cuff is that you can just like fix it around the
Sure.
parrot's leg, and it really won't mind.
Sure.
Technically, light has to be on an object, not a creature.
Not a thing. No problem.
So there's that.
Well, a bubble, a remnant of bone, anything we see. If the board wouldn't mind,
The
illuminating
bard
the
would
situation.
not mind. The bard is
Um,
taking complete directions from the captain and will cast.
You could just say it.
He'll cast light on some sort of bubble.
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 A
bubble.
ring or something.
Double trouble, boil in bubble.
Yeah, yeah, a small paper clip that's super bright.
I mean, I do happen to have a few bubbles like in my bag, so
On a
we'll
bubble.
put one on there tight.
What will you do
tight to
then?
KJ's leg. Yeah,
Yeah, just one of those cheap rings, Captain, that you don't need.
that's right. You know, it's just one of the ones
Cuter.
that I didn't win in Inglorious Battle.
Captain, as I cast light onto the the bubble that your familiar is carrying, where does your familiar go?
Oh, he's definitely going to be hopping down the stairs.
I don't
Right
think
in front of
that's the
us.
hop because
Just
that would
hopping.
float
He's
the
a bird.
bubble.
He can fly.
Oh, I
And
know
he will
But
fly.
I'm keeping
He
him
will
safe
fly.
too. One
Excuse the
hop, one hop at a
captain.
time, and we're just following down as
That's
hops.
going to pop the bubble.
He's gonna die.
We will cast the familiar down
Oh,
the stairs.
no. I have a better idea. Let's put the bird on the shoulder of the prisoner and send them walking down there. We'll follow them down there.
Ooh, the bard likes this.
I agree with this plan.
Okay, answering a question to clarify, ready to action still applies. As I understand the mechanics, you
spells.
use your action to ready, and then you can ready. It's like it triggers on an effect like a bonus action would.
Okay, so to clarify my desires that I wanted to ready an attack for any moment that my sword actually shows that we have enemies nearby, so that by them even coming into view,
Okay.
it's like an attack of opportunity.
Okay.
But I don't think that I don't know if that checks out. So I'm trying to ask that question. Usually
Okay.
it's with a spell, like a ready to action spell
Right.
is already gone. But with an attack, I'm not sure it's the same.
I- Wait a minute. You're not supposed.
Just in case.
Let's see what.
You never
We're
know.
all preparing.
I
Didn't he
feel
tell
like-
you last week we're not allowed to do that?
It's not.
I mean, like, you know.
Because I mean, if we can do that,
Oh,
we
no,
can
no,
do
no,
that.
well, yeah, there's a point where I'll definitely like but you know, you can ready attack.
you,
Yeah, you
Dominic.
can ready an attack. It's again, it's usually based on the idea of a trigger. In case of X, I will blank. And in combat, that uses up your action. I'm checking actually something completely different.
We're also trying to tell someone to clarify. We want to tell our bound and gagged.
If he tries anything, he's
friend.
dead.
Well, I mean, we have to. At this point, it's more than like we have to frighten him more. To frighten him more than what's down there.
Got it. Okay. He heads down the stairs, and you watch as he descends into the darkness with the lit parrot on his shoulder. The parrot, for the record, is not completely on board with this. Like,
It's okay.
That's
all right.
why you're a
You,
pet.
you listen, first sign of danger, you fly right back to me. All right?
oh, then it just flies straight back.
Oh, listen, go back. Go
Just kidding,
listen.
just kidding.
Not now. I'll tell you the first sign of danger.
First sign of danger.
Yeah,
First sign of
no.
danger.
Yeah,
What?
no.
Whole island. Whole island.
Oh, you're not wrong. If something moves, you can come back. Besides us.
It flutters down the guy's shoulder. He takes a step. It turns back and looks at you. What? Something moves. You can turn back.
One of us. Not one of us. Dear Pat, friend, get on that prisoner and keep moving
Okay.
forward.
At the bottom of the stairs, there's a closed door. You can kind of hear something moving on the other side of it. The prisoner looks back up like, what do you want me to do?
Checking for traps.
Wait, you want to tell our prisoner who's bound and gagged?
No, not him. Well, you might have to do it.
Oh, no, wait. I have another thought. It's a stairway down. There's a door. There's only one way up. We could lay a trap for them.
Better plan. Like it.
Like it. Could also
What?
break the door to splinters and just go in. Guns a blazing. Ah!
Not when you keep running away from combat,
Listen.
Mr. Throwing Knife guy.
Captain's got to survive. I got to go down with a vessel.
Well,
right? My
last
vessel's
time-
out
Huh. When the barbarian asks for you to do a stealthy mission instead of running in, I question my own motives.
Perhaps the bard might have some ideas.
I will. I think
Mage hand.
we should
Hmm.
allow the bard to creep down 2 or 3 stairs, turn back around to my party, and say, relax. I have Mage Hand. Turn around, use Mage Hand, open the door, come what will, as I back away slowly and let you guys fight.
Prepare thyself, crew. We don't know what's beyond this door.
Fair enough.
Hugin, how's your sword looking?
I don't know. Lantern, at this point, that ready to action for attack to step to the side of the hallway or the stairway.
Mm-hmm.
I'm basically waiting for the first thing. Besides the crew and our bard. Let me clarify. Yeah, the first thing I don't recognize. So the bard and the prisoner should probably come back up towards me, or you could leave the prisoner there. I'm not really keen on beheading anyone that has essentially been cooperative this entire time.
Thank you.
Because I'm chaotic good. I have a moral
That's
compass.
the prisoner.
It's just my own. So I'll ready an attack next to the staircase with a proviso that the bard is no longer in the way and that our prisoner is no longer in the way and that he's casting Mage Hand to knock on the door.
Okay. So you guys are all
Is
retreating
that what's
up-
happening?
Sounds good. You're retreating back up to the top of the stairs and like waiting for something to come up the stairs, or are you like gathering in the staircase?
Not in the staircase.
Okay.
Up.
Up.
No.
Okay. So let me kind
Top
of
of
make sure I'm following this
Like
You're
type
right next to
fashion.
the door, Hugin.
over here. So basically it's like the staircase is, I'm on page 3 of the board right now.
Uh-huh.
Is like,
page-
here's the staircase going down, and half wall, garden, and you guys are all gathering up around this area to wait for something to pop up.
Well, if you knock on the door and somebody decides to come and check it out, yeah.
Okay, cool beans. Just so I don't want to assume nothing. That's the way you get players pissed off at you.
Also an open ground, just so everyone knows.
Open ground is good. I'll sketch in the other quick. I have a map if you guys go in. I actually have graph paper and stuff. But no, we have to fight out in the open.
Call me the tactical hermit.
Tactical.
We're a skittish group.
Damn allergies. Okay. Yeah. So the door swings open at the bottom of the stairs. and you kind of hear a "Who's there?" from below. There's not a lot of motion. You don't see anything coming up the stairs yet. Until after a bit, when you can see the door open the rest of the way, and a series of figures starting to come up the stairs cautiously.
I want to say something, but it's metagaming. Never mind.
I'm gonna need a stealth check as they start to come up
no.
the top of the stairs. If
From
you
all of
intend to
us?
surprise them, or if you want them to see you as they come out the stairs.
No.
So all of us stealth check. Oh, this is gonna be great.
Okay, well, that's
Oh.
Go on.
Has
Dang,
great
I
plan.
thought
What
mine
did we
was
talk
bad.
about earlier? Having a plan and then seeing it executed.
And I have disadvantage on stealth, so I thought my roll was gonna be the worst one.
well, yours could be worse. So you only rolled it once.
No, I rolled. No, I rolled. I did the
Oh, you did
disadvantage
the
thing.
disadvantage? Oh, yeah, you did. Yeah, that you had an.
So I rolled an
18
18
first.
and a 6, and so 6 is the low one.
Yeah, but that natural one, man, that's a.
I am Thorhorn. Hear me roar.
Hey, that's not me. That's the barbarian.
Yeah.
I'm slightly
Oh.
quieter than the barbarian.
Hugin says, "Look at my glowing sword."
Look at it! Someone's coming!
I was hoping it was gonna be the bard though, so he could just start singing or dancing.
Like traveling. We're here with your birthday card. Oh, it's your birthday. I'm here to sing for
You watch as they come up the top of this. They're coming up the stairs, and you quickly realize that standing astride at the top of the stairs, waiting for them, is probably not going to be the stealthy move. So the way I see it, and you're welcome to tell me there's a third option I don't see. You're either going to lop their head off as they ascend, or you're going to wait till they come up and engage them in conversation.
Intimidate again?
I'd say, Hugin, Thorhorn, perhaps you guys should hide in the bushes, move away from the situation. We'll see if we can't remedy this.
So you want him to roll?
Let me parlay.
Just move.
You want
Get
him to
out
do
of
another
the
stealth check?
way.
I mean, I'm perfectly
Be
fine
ready
hiding
to
in the bushes.
attack, but don't be right here beside me.
Maybe allies.
Not Charlie in the bush, it's Hugin.
Hugin.
Right.
I will do as
Yes.
the captain suggests, and I will go hide in a bush.
Right,
Right.
Yeah, so you two want to face off against the people that come out while we hide and wait. All right. Aye, Captain.
Well,
You're our
the,
strongest force.
the good news is you have, like, again, from the super rough sketch of the situation that you're in, you could head over to, like, this region or this region and just be out of sight as they come up the stairs.
I'm all right with that.
Yeah,
So,
yeah.
I mean, it's not
prefer
really
that. I don't-
stealthing. It's being out of line of sight because you're
Okay.
not stealthing tonight.
Well, then I agree with that. That's better.
Okay, so there's, again, bits of half wall, some burned out wood there.
I think it would be smart,
Stack
Hugin,
of
if we go on each
logs.
side of the staircase to be out of sight.
just be, just chilling out. And then we have Jack and we have Kenroy. Okay. And the first of them come get to the top of the stairs and spot the captain. The one leading the group is wearing leather armor and has a fairly large sword at his side and looks over the situation. He's flanked by two others, and he spots the captain. Oh, hey, boy, what's your business?
Greetings, mate. Listen, we are here on business. Many a time we have been out on the seas and we'll stop by noble islands such as yourself and seeing that there was work needed tending to, and so we've brought along one of our finest workers. You see, we have him under thorough control. He takes great command. We wanted to inquire if you could use some work. I noticed your gardens have since needed tending, and perhaps you could use some workers as such we have on our boat.
Well, then, that's a different tale. I don't think we need additional work at the moment. Tell me, who sent you to this little place in the water?
Oh, we were not sent by anyone. We merely gallivanting the seas, saw this beautiful structure, and said, you know what? Perhaps they could use some help up in this land. We often look for structures like this while out at sea. And we saw your place, and upon coming on it, we noticed, this garden could be so much better. The fruits of this land could be so great if you had additional help. I'd hate for a strong warrior like yourself to have to get in the dirt and have to mess with that.
I'm to believe that while you were out sailing the ocean, you decided to sail your ship through a series of shoals and massive rocks in the water to find this little ill-begotten place.
I mean, we were blown off course by a storm, but, so we wound up coming upon, but it boils down to currency, my friends. We're all about making the dollar. So this is a simple trade. Like we're looking to try to make as much profit off of any people we encounter. So we do have great wares, though. If you would like to check them, I mean, look, put them to work for a day and see what you think.
Put who to work?
Idea.
Relax. The bard steps in and casts Charm Person.
Boom.
We want to see.
And me and Hugo look at each other and just start shaking our heads like.
Is that the bard is arrogant and ill-equipped for this situation, but stand back, boys.
He's got
stand back, everyone. The bard's gonna step in, cast Charm Person.
Are you casting it at? I'm assuming well, let's see. Hang on, let me highlight
The first enemy at the top of the stairs.
Okay, are you casting it at first level? So you're just targeting the first guy, or are you going to upcast it to get all three of them?
First guy.
Just the first one. Okay, Wisdom save 15. Well, let's see how this old chap does on that. Bing. Well then. Excuse me. Oh, that's a good point. I fully agree. What was it you intended then?
All I intended to know what lies beneath the staircase.
Oh, well, that would be where we've been making camp while we wait for rescue.
What do you mean camp in the stairs?
Oh, you're in such rescue, so this is not your island?
Well, there's been some affairs of unfortunate sort.
Oh, mate, listen, if I'd have known this wasn't your island, we would have come trying to shop wares with you. We have a boat ready and rigged out in the harbor. We can get you off this island. No.
Oh, then why don't you two come on down?
Well,
come in.
Well,
we'll set you with some food and water, and we can discuss further how we might use your ship to get everyone out.
Or you could bring the water up. It makes a difference to us.
It's not a problem. Listen, do you mind if some of our crewmates come and join us with this guy? I mean, because we just came out just trying to make some currency. Is it okay if we bring some of our crew with us?
All 35 of them?
Not all of them, just some of them.
Okay.
Well, do you have enough for 4?
Oh, absolutely, yes.
Perfect. Could we, just in good faith, perhaps drop our weapons here? Like you will see, I will lay my daggers on the floor here, and perhaps we can walk in and have this type of parlay without the need for weapons.
Right. Good idea.
Perfect.
Now he's not disarming, by the way.
Oh, he's not disarming.
Oh,
Oh, beautiful.
no. He's keeping his sword.
Okay. Fantastic. Well, then, let's see. Dear friends,
In the bushes.
would you all like to join us?
Fugan steps out, and you don't see his sword.
Ooh.
I've stashed it behind my back. I'm rather large.
It's
It's literally sheathed behind me. Like
Goliath no have sword.
I don't have sword. You lead on. I'll bring up the rear.
All right. Is Thorhorn also joining everyone?
No.
Oh, I'm only.
You're just chilling out.
Nope. I will follow from a distance once they go back down the stairs or wherever they head to.
We have 2 friends. Just kidding.
We did know 4, right?
I mean, technically 3 if you count the prisoner we've been strolling around.
I said
mean,
friends, not allies.
This is a worker. Mates, these good sea folk are in search of rescue.
I'm all for that. That's fine.
Absolutely. And we are good sailing folks, so why don't we just, under the escort, go and share a drink and talk about getting them off the island?
Aye. Sure.
It was a long walk.
You know.
Aye. It's a long walk. Okay. He leads you down the stairs into a fairly decent size. Action to be had. Yeah. That's fair. Decently sized room. There's a table with some chairs set up. There's another table off to the side with a couple of chairs pulled up to it. And each of those little white rectangles going around is another door out. They're all currently closed as you're escorted down the stairs. The leader that you've been talking to, who sticks out, he's wearing a warrior set of leather armor with a pretty good sized blade at his side. I think. Let me look. Oh no, he has a spear he's carrying. The other 2 are dressed in robes with that are black with white top stitched linings to designate them. Did I miss? I think we're taking a brief potty break.
Yeah, I think that's what Raven's doing.
We're taking a brief potty break. Does anybody else need a quick break too?
Announce.
No, I'm good.
You okay, Hermit? Do you want to
I'd like to get some water.
Okay, let's
possible.
this is about to get interesting. Let's take a 3-minute water refresh while I'm going to set up the ticket giveaway. I'm actually going to keep talking while we do that. So everybody else can take their breaks. Go.
I'll be here with you.
And I'm going to switch to this view.
I think I'm good. Yeah.
I still have the audio, so you still have what is that? Oh, that's the game logo that's up there. Get rid of that so it's not hanging on the screen. But yeah, I'm actually going to turn on the giveaway for the last hour that we're streaming. So we've got about an hour or so to go here, and so I'm going to set this up to do a giveaway. I didn't miss that, did I? No, I did not. Okay, cool. So I'll set that up.
Sorry, I was trying to go like really fast and not interrupt the dialogue.
Oh, it's okay. We actually had other people request a break.
Okay.
So it would have worked out to take a short run out. So we get into CloudBot, and this is too. So if you're here now, you can get in on the giveaway, and then if you have something makes you step away, it's perfectly fine because you'll be in it. And as long as I can whisper you to tell you won, you're good to go. So I'm going to put up there, and tonight we are going to continue with the Lantern Noir branded stickers, which are kind of fun. So I'm going to set that up. I'm going to change the timer a little bit longer, so it ends about the time we're going to wrap up.
That is a cool looking sticker.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty rad.
Shows up better. Yeah, let's see how my.
I mean, I need to win stickers elsewhere since I have all of yours, Captain.
Let's see. I'm gonna set it to 45 minutes. I think I can extend it. Anyway, it's been a while since I've. Oh, there it goes. Do. Boink, boink. Save and start. And let's make sure that came through okay. Mm-hmm.
One of these days, I'll have stickers of my own to give out.
I can hook you up with my source.
Interesting.
They were not hard to get. And there it goes. Yep. Exclamation point crit will be the keyword to get in on the sticker giveaway. And there will be some reminders over the course of the evening for the rest of the game. Feel free to join in again if you win. I'll send you a whisper to let you know that you're the winner. And we'll hook you up. Also, I'm going to take this brief pause to say that the giveaways are going to get much cooler. Because tomorrow I have a meeting tomorrow with a steampunk themed chocolatier for a possible partnership and sponsorship, which means that not only will we have cool stickers, we will have cool custom steampunk themed flavored titled gourmet chocolates
Interesting.
to put into this. So yeah,
I totally forgot my weapon was +1.
we'll see how that checks out over time. I'm really optimistic about it. I'm kind of excited for it. I think the meeting's going to go well. He was my best man. So if it doesn't go well, that's a scary thought. I'm curious how they handle their shipping during the summer. But although to be fair, I love the gentleman who works for the company a lot. Honestly, he got the best man gig though because I knew he'd give the best speech. Like I kind of looked at the 5 guys that were staying with him, like I didn't want to have one, and then they said you have to pick somebody. Like, well, Jeff's going to give a really good speech. I guess he'll be Jeff, and he did. Totally blew it out of the water, which was great. Okay, so yeah, Jeff's good. Jeff's good people, and he's actually been on the stream a couple of times, so he's a D&D player as well. Okay, so you work your way, you head down into the room. You've had a chance to kind of take a stock. It's you, the gentleman in the leather armor, the 2 people in the robes, and the one who's talking to you says, by the way, my name's Ogmund. I didn't catch anyone else's names.
You did.
That's how it goes, right? Well, I'm Captain James Ravine. It's an honor to meet you. We have here some of our very, very proficient warriors, Hugin and Thorhorn.
And I'm Jeffrey.
The bar.
I'm not there.
Next up, yeah, Thorhorn has not made his appearance yet.
Thorhorn hasn't. Sorry.
No, I'm still technically up at the top of the stairs, I think.
Well, we have a friend of ours named Thorhorn, and he's great.
And I'm Jeffrey.
Oh, good to meet you, good Sir Jeffrey. How did you happen to come into the partnership of this captain?
Well, I was sailing alone for a bit, and then I ran across this sir, and he promised me riches and women beyond my imagination, and I told him I would fight alongside him, regardless of who we ran across. I have no morals, and I don't care about anyone else besides myself.
He's not holding back.
That's just me. If you wanted the real me, sir, then you've got him.
I thought I was blunt.
All right. As you're talking, the door over here opens up. So I'll add that onto the map to show that you now know the contents of that room. Boink. And another one of the people in robes comes out and inquires as to what's going on. So let me do this to show that the door is now open. Wait. So there's no door there. Ta-da. And he glances at Augment and looks at, who's this? That was, oh, they're here to take us off the island, to get us out of here. He's, really? Is Ozymandias in on this? Have you had this approved? Mom was, no, but these are good men. I just met them a few moments ago and thought, this one here, the one with the cloven hooves and the horns, that is the very model of a good person. And the guy looks at him and looks at you. Really?
And the bard steps up and he uses charm person. Level 3.
Jeez.
Level 3.
Okay.
Nope, he's never played before ever.
Level 3.
I heard.
3. Pick number 3, my lord.
2.
And he says, while you gentlemen look so cozy and comfy down here at the bottom of this staircase that's terrifying to all of us, just kidding. Why don't you go and relax at the top of the staircase? Walk a little further. You'll see our boat. You can sit next to it. Don't touch it. Barely even look at it. Sit in the sand, build me a castle, and I'll be back within a few hours. What? Hugin?
I'd prefer they weren't near the boat at all.
I thought about that as
Well,
soon
our
as
boat
I
is
was
parked-
saying it, Hugin, and you were right.
We're parked on the east side, right? Of the
I
island.
also would prefer to have everyone in the room so we can find out why you're here, why
Even
you
the
haven't
robe
left.
gentlemen?
I don't care anymore. We're in a room with strangers. Why are you here?
Well,
Why have you not left? How did you get here?
Hugin.
Hugo, I feel like the robes are of beautiful accord.
Remember the
Don't
cult?
you think?
Remember the cult?
That you were addressing in the room with us? Yeah, I remember the cult that you're addressing in the room with us.
Yes, they're kind of terrifying.
Yeah, and they're all in the room with us.
Well, they're about to
And
leave.
you're talking. And they're about to leave.
Hugin, 3 of them are about
let
to.
him go. Let him go. But our
Hugin, 3 of them are about to be out of our
our
way.
boat is on the east side. If you look over the cliffs,
Now, if you could just have them all sit in a circle and do a particular kind of, cultic ritual where they tie themselves together.
I don't
that
want to
would
be a part of
great.
any type of cultural ritual, Hugin.
find yourself.
No, no, I've heard of a great one. You have them all stand in a row where they're facing each other and they tie each other's hands together.
Oh, beautiful. The old kidnapper ritual.
It's to summon their courage.
I don't need their courage, Hugin. I need them to be not a part of our
I know. I just
path.
I want them to be tied together so that they're not. I'm going to speak very.
Okay, hey boys, hey,
I don't want them to be able to fight them. Yeah.
That's why they're going outside.
Make yourselves look like our dear friend here, our laborer.
The bard puts his foot down.
I'm gonna stick to smacking things.
Okay, thank you, Hugin. And then they will, boys, and then the 3 of you will go to the top of the stairs, outside, just barely outside, just at the top, and then you'll perform this tie together ritual that my friend Hugin suggested.
Okay. Pausing for a quick incoming raid recap. My name is Rob, aka Lantern Noir. We're playing Dungeons and Dragons 5th edition this evening. The group of players that we have as a quick catch up to speed are pirates that have been told of an amazing treasure to be found on this particular island. They fought their way past the skeletal defenses on the beach, shattered a skeletal juggernaut, have found the entrance to an underground abbey, and are now working their way down into it. The bard has charmed one of their members, who then led them into the building. He's now dialed it up to 11 and tried to charm 3 more, which would then get out of the, let's see, they've met 4 of them so far, 5 of them so far, would then get all but 1. We've got all of them under their sway. They've met 4 so far. So that's their plan. And he has just asked them to head up the stairs and then tie themselves together. Yeah, definitely
My
feels
idea.
a little bit hard. Yeah, yes. The good idea was also given by the barbarian of the whole tying together thing. At the end of all of this conversation and dialogue, Ogmund, the one with the spear, nods and says, yes, we should head up the stairs. And the one who came out of this little doorway over here, that came out to investigate what was going on and seemed very excited at the possibility of being taken away, looks at the tiefling, looks at his friends. You can almost watch as he draws in the air. 1 + 1 equals 2. And goes, "Warlock!" and points at the bard and screams. Law of Averages does say that on the 4th roll, someone's going to get over a 15. So, as he's shouting, several other doors begin to open. Out of curiosity, as you hear people shuffling towards the room you're gathered in, what is the party's collective plan?
Well,
There's no other way in that room except for the staircase.
One of us
correct?
is going to apologize.
well, you might die after this encounter.
Let's see.
That's perfectly fair.
Well, I feel like we've taken up enough of your time. We'll take our
Hugin books it up the stairs immediately
We're
and has his sword out and yells to Thorhorn, "Company!"
backing out.
So is everybody coming back up the stairs? Is that what I'm
Yeah.
understanding?
I'm up the stairs.
I've made
I
my
can move
bed.
fast. I'm actually quite speedy for a Goliath.
So right now you and me at the top of the stairs.
Well, the Goliath has a good stride, is the thing.
Yeah, and on top of it, I think I actually have something else that allows me to. Yeah, yeah,
Walking
Just
speed,
big.
40 feet.
yeah. Bye.
You're up the stairs and just going back the way we came.
I'm waiting. Okay, I'm readying an action at the top of the stairs. The first cultist I see, it's sword swings.
Okay, so your major backup has fled. What is the captain doing?
So I'm backing up a little bit slower to the stairs, kind of walking back, being like, listen, we've taken enough of your time. It's been so great meeting you. Perhaps we could have s'mores sometime, but like, we can still offer you rescue if you want to get off the island. Just saying, if you'd like to get off the island, we have a way.
Okay. Ogmund looks at Kenroy and goes, well, what, do you need protection up there? Do you need help?
Absolutely not. Kinroy.
I was gonna say Kenroy.
Kinroy?
The bard.
Kinroy uses disguise self and puts on
In front of them?
like, right. Yes.
Somebody else now.
He gets quickly dressed in one of the robes that the rest of the people are wearing.
And they do like the hat thing at like baseball
And
games where you run between.
as
them,
he
like,
puts
you don't
it
know which
on-
one of me is
as he
real.
puts it
I
on-
am not the warlock you were looking for.
Right. And they all stare at him and they say, wow, we don't recognize you. But as he puts it on, he looks at him and like, who are those guys? Let's go get them.
And
To
you,
run up the stairs.
okay.
Is that feasible?
Oh, yes, I think.
Oh, perfect.
I'm trying to follow the plan. So your plan is
I'm gonna need Hugin to be involved and on the same page as me as well.
to
I'm not even there.
to disguise.
I didn't hear
but
you.
also you will be proud of me later.
Okay, so you're disguising yourself as one of the cultists.
Correct.
And
Correct.
then you're leading everyone up the
Yeah,
stairs.
leading. Yes, yeah, we're
did you
yes.
hear?
I know. Yes, I am. At the top of the wolf pack.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Now here's the good news. Disguise self is not usually that great about like a lot of physical features. So it's not like he's going to. You can appear a foot shorter, taller, fatter, or thinner. Can't change your body type, so he's still gonna look like a tiefling. Form that has the same basic arrangement of limbs. So for the most part, you're still going to recognize a tiefling cultist coming up the stairs.
We just need a robe.
Yeah, but he kind of blends in now a bit more. So Hugin's sharp enough to not take his head off.
I'm glad you think so. I have an int of 8.
Ah,
Is it?
but
is it
Hugin has a wisdom of 11.
Yeah, I've seen some weird stuff in my life.
Is it possible to as this going up to the gallery? Like I don't want to go up the stairs all of them because I'm still trying to negotiate and be sidestep the door and be proceed. But if you'd like to stay and talk about rescue, I'll be down here.
The one that seems to be unaffected by the magic so far is moving over to the doors over in this region here. As all of this is unfolding, he's not hanging around to discuss this. He's running over there to get people. Just so you know what he's up to. Ogmund and the other 2 cultists are happy to head up the stairs with the bard. Okay, sure, let's go upstairs.
100% want to attack the guy going to the doors as they're going upstairs.
Oh, you're just going to try and kill him on his way there?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Quietly.
Yeah, as his back turns to me, double daggers.
Give me a couple quick attack rolls.
Let's see. Okay. Oh, that's firebolt. Sorry.
Well, you could do that.
I didn't want to do firebolt. Okay. Dagger. 12 and dagger.
Let me check their stats.
9, but I still have bardic inspiration. So theoretically, for that second attack, could I throw a D8 at it?
You absolutely can throw a D8 at it.
Okay. Wow. So that's gonna be an 11 and a 12 to hit.
That's okay. Here's the good news. You have some pages in the Book of Fate. Would you like to use some of them?
That's the good news.
Can we use some Book of Fate? Is everybody okay if I do the thing and not get caught down here?
Do what you do.
I'm wearing a robe. You do what you want.
Okay. All right.
D-A-S-U dingus A. Please do not kill me.
That's
my
a lot
friend.
better.
20 for that one.
Oh, there
do
you
I
go.
do I need to do 2?
You're gonna need to do 2.
Okay. Please. All right, 16.
There
That's
you
better.
go. Throw some damage down.
Okay, perfect. And 4 and 5. Okay.
And then add your sneak attack.
Yes, that's what I was gonna ask. Yeah.
Yes.
Plus another 5. Man, these damage rolls.
Wow, that is a third. Oh, wow. That was terrible.
Yeah,
That's like
Yeah.
half of what it should have been.
How are you a rogue that can't sneak?
dude. I don't know what it is. If I could re-roll that damage, the sneak attack, that'd be sweet. But I don't know.
I mean, you do have another more Book of Fate.
Oh, I think Wedge-tailed wants you to re-roll it because he just threw 100. He threw another
Yeah.
another re-roll into
Yeah,
Book of
I'm just
Fate.
saying.
He said do better than 5.
I mean, you can
Get that
get a
reroll.
potential of 18.
Go
and you
for it,
roll a
dude.
5. Yeah, do it
Yeah,
again.
go for it. Go for it. Go for it. That's
You want me to
that's
take it?
serviceable.
There's 2 1s.
That's serviceabler.
That's he's just rolling.
Would you roll it again?
He's rolling the
No,
roll.
he's
Hello?
just trying.
So that's
It's an 8. An
Okay.
8 plus 5 plus 4, I think. So
yeah.
17.
That's
17
that's
damage.
decent
Then I'll
for who it
swing at
is.
him.
Yeah, your daggers flash out into the across the room as he's going. and they hit, and he stumbles to the ground as he's trying to get to the door, and he begins to shout that he's been attacked.
Oh no.
And that's when the door at the far end opens.
Oh, fantastic.
Now, because you guys really love me, we're going to have a split party, multi-person combat. I hate you.
That's good, right?
I hate you a lot. But
Hey, Hugo, what's going on? Because I don't know nothing right now. Give me an update.
that's a good point. So let me add that room to the map so that I know what's going on with it. As those doors open.
Yeah.
What did the bard do? Because I know
I'm gonna wait for Lantern to frame everything for us before I say anything.
Because currently I know nothing.
Okay, I'm not even sure I know what's going on at this stage. I'll be really honest. I'm going to need a second to kind of gather up my notes here.
I love a bard.
Because from what I understand, our bard is up there with two of the cultists who still think that sunshine comes out of his,
Patuka.
and yeah, and,
Well, we got
our captain is down amongst a myriad of some dumbly kind of struck people with a bunch of angry people that now know that someone's under attack. And I'm sitting there with my sword in my hand trying to determine, do I
That's
kill
what I'm looking for.
the two charmed people or do I run back downstairs?
Okay,
So the captain picks this time not to run away.
so this
Of
is...
all the times, he chooses now not to run away.
Okay, so this door over here opens at the shout. So that's this door is now open. This door is now open. There we go. A soldier bodyguard steps out, and right behind him is a man in very ornate robes with a large medallion about his neck. Someone else steps out into this doorway. You also have the wounded dude right here on the ground, picking himself up. Meanwhile, up the stairs. So this is outside. Let's see. Hugin is still standing here and just stays his blade a moment as the bard emerges. He's flanked by the guy with the spear and two other people that are coming up the stairs behind. I'll put them actually on the stairs in this moment. That's where we're at. This is going to be one of the most technically challenging combats I've run ever.
You're welcome.
You've split the party.
Actually, I should say the first comer here should say you're welcome.
Yeah. You've split the party. You're literally fighting on two different levels in three distinct groups.
I feel bad.
That's okay. A lesser dungeon master would say, screw it, you're all going back downstairs, we're fighting down there. But no, you are looking at 30 years of dungeon mastering experience have led to this moment. What the fuck are you guys doing?
Trying our best.
I'm just a wee man trying my best, Captain.
Hugin is not a wee man.
Oh, I forgot to.
I'm a wee
The
man.
dwarf is just like ducking out over here wondering what the hell.
Yeah, I'm just like, what the heck is going on?
On that note, and I get to do that 3 times and we still technically have a PG-13 rating. Third tier is usually here. He keeps count for us. He warns us when we've had our 2. Roll initiative, please.
Okay.
Okay, so there's one of those.
Oh, finally, I'm not going first.
One,
Oh dear God.
2 of those. And one of these.
I mean, at least, Captain, you're
Right?
Wow, the
Right.
barbarian.
at
One of
least.
those.
You wait. I rolled a 6 again, and you rolled a 1. What am I just making you roll 1s when I roll 6s?
And one more of those. Okay. So let me update a couple of labels so we know who's who, and then we'll put the initiative in. This is alert cultist. This one is the bodyguard.
Must be really readying that blade there, Hugin.
And then I think we can keep track of everybody else that's on here. And if not, we'll figure it all out when the time comes. Okay, so how do we do on that initiative roll?
I rolled a 6, Kenroy 17, Hugin a 1, and Captain 22.
Jeez. So the captain has a drop on everybody.
Apparently.
About time he goes first.
Alrighty. Okay, Ozymandias, by the way, is the one in the ornate robes. Just in case that wasn't straight up.
He has a fancy name, so it makes sense.
Yeah.
Probably hard to kill.
Could be.
Well, I mean, you're down there with him. You have fun.
Yeah, I'll find out, right?
We'll see.
Yes, you do.
We shall see. What is the captain doing in this moment?
So I do have the, I guess, the choke point right there with him in the doorway. A guy laying in front of the doorway, right?
Yeah, he's
kind
like
of
over there
going.
past the chairs.
And a soldier, and then the roby man behind him. So I think I'm going to use my spell slot to throw some burning hands right into that doorway.
Blast.
Just blast the doorway.
So this whole thing.
This whole thing. Just smash. And see what
Hello,
happens.
be afraid of me.
Right, hi. I'm at least gonna finish the guy on the floor.
Okay,
Hopefully.
so roll some dice, and I'll get doing some. Oh yeah, that's right. The alerted one is the one that. Oh, I was using the fanatic for that. Oh well. Finished his ritual 20 minutes ago. Quite possibly. 12. Okay, so that one is toast. So goodbye, alert cultist. He dies in fire. The bodyguard will attempt to make a dex save, and I don't think succeeds, so he takes the full 12. And the big dude does not, so he takes the damage. And then the other veteran is going to attempt, and he does, so he takes half. 6. Okay. Not a bad opening move.
Perfect.
Not a bad opening move. You have a move action still,
yeah,
and you have your bonus action to do a second move if you want.
So yeah, so I'd like to move essentially back up to the base of this stairs, but not like into the group that's up there. You know what I mean? Like
You're like halfway up the stairs.
So get on the stairs without being all the way up the stairs.
Yeah, exactly. And then a bonus action to disengage.
Well, you're not engaged, but you could use your bonus
Okay,
action
well
to
then.
hide.
Oh yeah, 100%. Actually, could I go to the other side of the staircase and hide here? Like I can't make a mark anymore. Hold on. Let's see.
Like right there.
Yeah, like right there.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's the one.
Yeah, go ahead and roll a stealth check.
Let's see. Please.
Oh,
Okay, that's pretty good. I'll put that little 14 there, so we remembered that's what you rolled. And that gets you into a really good spot. Now let's see, at the top of the stairs. Well, here's the good news. At the top of the stairs, no one's attacking anyone.
They're still charmed.
Yeah, this Abbey cultist looks around and goes, "Well, what do you want me to do?" And he looks at the bard. Now what?
and the bard at the top of the stairs.
Kill each other.
Yeah, as they escape from the top of the staircase, the bard turns around and groups everyone together like a
And a big friendly hug.
yeah, like a football huddle, and tries to get a game plan for what's going on.
Okay.
And as they gather around him, the bard will, give him a pep talk. He'll say, I know you guys are the best cultists around. Like, I appreciate you guys following me and being willing to trust me as we fight off these random people. And as he talks through it with these people, they all put their hands in the middle. They're gonna go team, go cultists. And as he goes to do that, he raises both his hands up and casts first level Thunder Wave. Right, Hugin? Right?
I can't help you here.
You don't have to. It's
No,
a
I
first
can't.
level Thunder Wave.
No, it's not even that.
You must
You can
face
just
the
tip your
gazebo
sword. Just tip
alone.
your sword so that if they get blasted, they just right into the sword.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. Casting at first level. There's some damage. They're gonna make their con saves. Maybe this one will roll con, and okay, take half damage.
I know what that means.
This one will roll con save and take full damage. And this one will roll con save and take full damage. And they'll all kind of blink a few times. Now the good news, is that they are now here.
They got blasted down the stairs.
Yeah. There's just the one still at the top of the stairs. And they're going to take a little extra damage from the fall because, it makes sense. So I will be applying that damage now.
And Kilroy turns around and spreads his arms out and goes, "Hey, hey!"
Okay. There we go. Yeah, I know. Freaking bards.
Yeah, and he...
Freaking bards.
I don't know what else to do. All I know how to do is be charismatic and a little bit magic-y.
I mean, you could have just had them attack each other. That would have been great too.
They might have figured out what was up, though, if he had done that. They may have been a
Yeah, it's
little,
possible.
they may have been a little, I'm not on board with this plan of yours. So that actually was the bard's turn. This one is going to come booking it back up the stairs for his move, and he's going after the first thing he sees, which in this case would be Master. No. He's going to come right back up here and go straight at the bard because he can. And he's mad.
He's not charmed anymore.
And he's definitely not charmed anymore. Definitely not charmed.
Call it chagrined. Yes.
You know what he's gonna do? He's about had it with Mr. Bard. There's Tyler. Tyler, I need you to do me a favor. I need you to roll a wisdom save
Not a problem.
for your little buddy for the bard. Because this dude has had it. Not cool with this. He runs up the stairs, and he points at the bard and shouts, and you watch as mystical chains leap up out of the ground and encircle the bard and hold him in place. At the end of each of your turns, you do get a chance to re-roll that.
Please do.
Okay.
Please re-roll that.
But you are now, unfortunately, restrained. Oh. Okay, that's fair. We can't use that very often, so we will do this. Go ahead and re-roll the wisdom save.
Roll that. All right, so he's giving me a reroll.
Wedge-tailed
Let's make
has your well, no, Crimson Cleric has your back on that.
Thank you, Crimson.
Please, God.
What is he?
Okay, 13.
13. That is just barely good enough.
Oh yeah.
He swears as like as you push out against the chains and they kind of like fall away. And that's a good thing. We'll take that. That's unfortunate. Yes, everyone, refresh your water if you haven't. Good opportunity to take care of that. Thank you for the reminder, Maximum Faith. We do a lot of talking here, and it's easy to let you, except Raven, you don't need to rehydrate. You've had like 4 bathroom breaks so far.
Yeah. It happens. It's every hour on the hour. It's like it syncs up with my Stream Raider battles. Like I've got it to a science.
Now that's pro streamer right there. Is all I gotta say. The first bodyguard, he's not going to go charging up the stairs. He's going to move over here and look around. Actually, no, yeah, he's going to. Augment is still over here. The bodyguard is going to head to the stairs. So that's his action. The big dude is going to come out and he's going to search the area looking for who it was that came out. He doesn't believe that Jack disappeared into nothingness.
We have a name.
Nor should he. That's weird. We'll take a look around. He spots the captain and points. You are no longer hidden.
Is this the random cultist?
No, this is the dude with the big amulet around.
Oh,
him.
This is the big
fantastic.
guy.
That's
Big
exactly who
fancy
I
man.
wanted to see me.
Yeah. Now, the good news, his whole action was trying to figure out where you were. The bad news is the dude with the spear that got blasted down the stairs and is looking for some place to stick said spear is looking right at you now that you've been pointed out to him. He's not a happy camper.
I mean, he just got blasted down the stairs. I don't blame him.
So he's gonna come straight at you. And first thing out of the gate is he's gonna attempt to beat you with his shield. What's the captain's AC?
14.
Okay. Could you do me a huge favor and roll his strength save? As the captain's going to take 9 damage from the shield.
At 20.
And not be knocked over. In fact, with a nat 20, that's going to eat up one of the incoming attacks, which has no appreciable effect. That was a good roll. Clarification, the flag was up for about 10 minutes. I'll be really honest, as a cis straight man, I'm not terribly comfortable long-term streaming with the pride flag behind me. It's not that I have a problem with it. I'm very supportive of my friends who are LGBTQ+. I'm not entirely comfortable, though, presenting it as though I am myself a member of that community. I'm a firm ally. I'm happy to show the flag from time to time, but I can't stream with it up the whole time because I feel like that's not my place to do that. So I do appreciate using your channel points for that reward. And if someone does it again, I'll put it back up for a short stretch. But I'm not comfortable running my entire stream with that flag up because it's important we show we as allies, we don't overstep in what we do or what we represent for ourselves. But thank you for being supportive of that too. Okay. Good night, sir. Whew. What is our dwarf doing at this stage? You've had a lot of time to sit and watch all chaos fall around you. Now what?
I am going to move up to the cultist A and smack him with the warhammer. $14.
That'll hit. Is that the one that's at the top of the stairs?
Yes.
Fair enough. The one that tried to wrap up everybody.
He's the bloodied one. So he's the one that didn't attack the bard.
Oh, okay.
So-
Roll your damage.
Yeah. I'm only doing one attack on him currently. Just so 9.
Okay, and he goes down.
And then I would like to take a couple steps and attack the one that attacked the board.
Okay, that's the fanatic.
That is okay, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, just making sure.
That'll be the fanatic.
14.
That will hit. Roll some damage on him.
7, but I get the +1 from the Warhammer, so 8.
Okay.
Yep. And it would have been 10 damage for the first guy. So, but yeah, damage is 8.
Let me check something really quick, just for my peace of mind. Strength is +3. Actually, that +1's already in there.
On the Warhammer?
Mhm.
Oh, okay.
Because your strength bonus is +3, so that's your strength bonus plus the +1. So they already have it figured in with your +4, as far as I know.
Oh, okay.
As far as I know, but
Okay.
it's all good. One or
So,
two hit points
7 there.
won't change a ton. The other veteran is going to come up, and he's going to take advantage of the chaos down below. I think. What's he? There's kind of a bottleneck right here. Ogman's over here. The bodyguard's there. I think the veteran is going to hold action this turn. He has no appreciable targets. What's our barbarian doing?
Killing the last remaining person atop the staircase.
The cult fanatic.
Yeah. Sorry, bud, but sorry, but not sorry.
Sorry, but not sorry.
Sorry, but not sorry. Yeah. So I believe cultist, correct? Right in front of
Cult
me.
fanatic. Yep.
Cult fanatic right in front of me. So I'm not raging. I'm just going after him. I'm just upset.
You're just upset. You're not raging. You're just very, very perturbed.
I'm irritated.
Ready all that time.
15 and 16.
Oh, those are both going to connect.
Okay, so the one thing Lantern Noir that I didn't think that added in was that they're +4 damage each time, correct? I'm looking at my sheet. I don't think we've been doing that each time.
No, it
So
should automatically factor in.
Okay, so I'm gonna hit.
Yeah, D&D Beyond's
once.
really smooth about making life simple, where you
No, there it is.
usually
There it
don't
is.
have to. Yep. You don't have to do a lot.
Could have gone better.
Could have gone worse.
It's true. I need to change the color of my dice. How do I do that?
He didn't have.
Yeah, I
to-
know. I was thinking the same thing.
He didn't have that many hit points left. It's
Dead.
17 damage in one shot. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Are you going to do anything with your move, or are you just chilling out up top?
I think what I may want to do. So he's dead.
Oh yeah, he's a blood splat.
If I block the entrance where someone is ascending, does that give me advantage over them?
It could, if they fight up the stairs towards you.
Yeah, I'd like to block the stairs for now
Okay.
myself.
So let me just do this.
And I'm curious.
Below, above. So everyone's
If
trying
I
to keep
can-
track of what's going on. So you're going to stand right in the stairway.
Is there any chance that I can do a free action to try and intimidate everyone downstairs? And
Yeah, talking's free. You want to shout
Alright.
something down there?
yeah, I want to intimidate.
Roll the intimidate. Why not?
I don't like you very much.
And I don't like you either. With that 7.
You're like, come on. Who are you?
They could have gone so much better. These intimidation checks have usually helped me in the past to like cow people, and I just think my barbarian's like, you know what? Today's just I woke up on the wrong side of the bed. My breakfast didn't have enough bacon, and on top of that, I watched some of my friends get like thrown. It's just you
Because you're too
suck.
smart. You're too smart for barbarian. That's what
Yeah, I
it is.
think I overthink things.
And that seems to be that's a Lantern Noir table aspect. Barbarians end up as very rational, reasonable people. It's not a lovely day. So Raven, tell me about what the captain's feeling in this moment. For posterity.
Yeah, so I'm quickly ready to dispatch with Shield Spearman, but I'm kind of nervous about old pendant guy back there. Don't know exactly what he's packing, but I feel like it's more than what I've got personally without my friends.
So we ready to rock and roll? Because I feel like doing some damage to this guy that just kind of came and shield buffed me.
Okay.
Perfect. Yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and use my firebolt on this guy right here. That's directly in front of me.
Okay.
Send it straight out.
Okay.
Oh gosh. But I'm shooting the moon.
Reroll.
None left.
No, there's still 3 left.
There's 3 left.
There's 3 left.
Yeah, there's 3 left.
How do you guys feel about this?
Gotta do something
Yeah,
about
reroll.
that.
Okay. All right. Please.
Oh,
Oh, I thought it was
There
going
we
to be
go.
the one. Okay. Doing the thing. So non-nat 20, and we've got about 13 damage on this guy.
That's a solid hit.
And you set him on fire.
That's gonna make him notice you and respect you.
Good. I need a little respect. Here.
You still have a move action and a bonus action.
Yeah, so I'm 100% going to try to move further away, more than likely into here, into this area. You
Okay.
can see that. And then try to bonus action to hide. Don't know if that'll work.
Here's the bad news. If you want to move, okay. Let
So
me
do
ask
I
you,
disengage and run?
do you want to disengage or do you want to move? Now, your disengage would be your bonus action, which means nobody gets attacks of opportunity, but you can't hide. You can just run and slam the door.
Okay.
Or you can disengage and then still have a move action, which again, slam the door.
Yeah. So disengage and then run, slam the door.
Run, slam the door. Okay. Boom. So the door is back in place.
Just leaning up against it. Don't come in here.
Lock the door.
There's no one home.
Lock the door.
Party business only. Take your wares elsewhere.
No admittance.
I'm gonna
Except on party business.
pause the initiative track at this time, unless there's a significant complaint, because I feel like we've hit a pause in combat. The captain has fortified himself in this room. The veteran, the bodyguard, the gladiator, and the dude in the robe are all milling around down at the bottom of the stairs. And the rest of you are up the top of the stairs, and there's nobody up there but you. So it seems a little strange to hold ourselves tight to the initiative track at this moment. But I'm not going to clear it because we're obviously not done with these guys. Is anyone doing anything of important note I should know in this exact moment?
Tries to intimidate again.
drinking Gatorade.
Tries to intimidate.
intimidate
Okay, yeah, roll
again?
your intimidation down. roll that
Can I
intimidation down.
assist? I mean, I know I'm standing behind him, but could I assist? Can I just bang on the shield and be like,
make
"I'm
some
here"?
noise? Yeah, go ahead. I'll give a situational bonus to the roll.
So roll with advantage.
No, I'll just add a couple.
All right, I rolled a 3, so
Oh, okay. I'm like, I'll add a couple of points to the. Okay.
Actually, I do have a retroactive thing.
Which is?
So I did cast shield on me a while ago. So that guy's initial attack, I'm wondering, my armor class would have gone up +5 on his roll.
You
What's the duration of shield?
instant.
Because-
It's for one combat round.
So this was the first round that I was attacked, though.
Yeah,
Because I
you-
cast it as we were walking up there.
Yeah, you could have popped it as a reaction. I would save that for the next time someone hits you.
Okay, probably.
Yes.
Gotcha.
soon.
like my spectral wings. you know?
Gotcha.
We
yeah,
forgot.
yeah.
Yeah.
All good. All good.
Don't worry,
All
you're not
good.
dead yet. You're close, but you're
I
not
I
Keyword.
there
think I'm
yet.
going for a walk.
You're not there yet. You're getting there though.
I mean,
How
I can
about
take
this
you
one?
down the stairs. You're
How about
gonna
this? We
do
go
what?
back to the
Okay.
boat.
Hugin roars down the stairs, and there's a chance to you can hear as the veteran backs away from the stairs and turns to the guy in the ropes. I don't know if we can take that guy at the top of the stairs. And you kind of hear there's a bit of a brusque push against him that you can kind of see as he takes the back. We have their captain down here. He can be as intimidating as he wants to be. We have leverage. And then
Next thing, I'm coming down.
if you come down, you won't get your captain back.
Don't listen to him.
Can I hear him? Are you good?
Vaguely, you might hear
I mean-
something echoing around.
I think that there would have to be a perception check to be able to hear.
We'll give it to you as
anything?
a freebie.
I
Okay.
was gonna say he is
fools.
behind a closed door.
Yeah, it's behind a closed door with two guys like systematically slamming their bodies into it.
Is that too much?
Hugo, we gotta go down these stairs and take care of business.
You first.
I'm behind you. You go first this time.
Yes, the guy with
Right!
the shield is going to go second.
No, I'm kidding. I'll go first. Okay, just step out of the way. Just step out of the way.
How about I ride you down the stairs?
So shield surf down the stairs.
Hey, actually,
Pull a Legolas.
I mean, if I could use athletics, I could slide one of my shield down the stairs and just run into a guy.
Blam, blam.
I use athletics.
Really quick.
Wasn't
Raven,
sure.
give me James's strength. Give me a strength check,
Fantastic. They're gonna bust this door open.
just out of curiosity.
Be strong. Not too bad.
All right. I'll take it. You're holding the door.
Hold the
Hold on.
line, lads.
Hold up.
You've got yourself wedged up
Hold
against
on.
the door. I guess now's the time I should tell you about the mimic in the room.
My God.
I'm messing with you. No.
Okay. I saw the stars and I was like, one of the two chests in this room is bad, right?
I mean, you haven't touched them yet, so normally mimics
It's
don't
got a
activate until you
it's
touch
got
them.
it's got a curly chain.
Those are just two statues that are stored in the back of the room.
Oh, good.
You don't need to worry about those.
Hey, Hugo, let's just throw the bar down the stairs, see what happens. This is all his fault.
All of my headaches have been happening because of this guy all day. How about you go first? To be fair, a lot of this has been very amusing.
Yeah. Agreed. All right,
Okay,
let's
are you
go-
guys charging down the stairs?
Oh,
or
we're
are you
going downstairs.
to negotiate.
Nope, we're going downstairs.
Aggressive.
Negotiations
aggressive
passed. We're
negotiations.
angry and want to beat
Negotiations
some
will
skulls
save us.
in.
Okay, so you come down the stairs, and I'm assuming diving straight into combat. So let's re-roll that initiative and reboot it.
I guess that concludes negotiations.
There we go.
We're taking.
God, why? Worst day ever.
You know,
I'm taking all of your bad rolls.
You were the
All of them.
slowest.
don't think of it as going last. Think of it as getting to go first next round.
Oh, the
That's
captain
the way
beat me
it
by
goes.
one. Congrats.
And then we have the offer to re-roll it if you'd like, courtesy of Cosmo.
All right.
Thanks, Cosmo.
I love you, Cosmo.
Re-roll that too. It feels better.
Oh, brilliant.
Hey, someone. Yep.
Ta-da!
I think that's one of your best initiatives so far.
In about 10 minutes, that
He's
channel point
killing.
two is terrible. 2 is really bad.
She's laughing, saying, "Oh my god."
Yep.
I mean, I'd spend for it too, but I'm not allowed to. do it as a
No,
player.
no, we're good, my dudes. I'm a meat shield. I can take it.
But yeah, you have me go first because I have a shield. Okay.
You have a better AC than I do. My AC's 13.
There you got a point.
But he's got a lot of hit points, which we have not tapped into much yet.
Oh, you healed it from last time.
Oh, that's true. True. Okay, go ahead and what is does it still count? It should, because I haven't redeemed anything yet. Yep, you're still in there. Captain, talk to us. What are you doing behind your closed door?
So I am behind this door, and it is very tough to keep it closed, I imagine. But I'm wondering if I can't use some of my daggers as like a door stop. Maybe like get some like wedging action in here. I don't know.
Wedge?
Absolutely, yeah. You can use a physical dagger to
Yeah.
wedge it
Like
in
not-
there.
It's all a matter of leverage.
So I'd love to try to.
Well done.
Just don't pull up.
Yeah, exactly.
So if I can try to like wedge one of those in there, use my movement to go back, I guess, to the statues and try to hide behind them. I mean, safe than sorry at this moment.
Okay, roll a stealth check when you get back there. You've wedged up the door.
And let's see.
And you're
How
hiding.
stealth- And I've got a 13 on the hidey hide.
13 on the hidey hide. Duly noted on the
Doing my
battle-
statue pose. You don't see me.
We were never here.
Never here.
That's the rogue that rolls to stealth in the middle of an open courtyard and somehow gets a 23.
I am the shadow.
You turned to vapor.
Yeah. Okay. Thorhorn's literally the first through the door. Where do you want to be as you come through? Pick a place to fight.
I'm gonna step to the left of the stairs.
Okay. Left of the stairs. Check.
Yep, right there. And then I'm going to attack veteran 2.
Yes.
So,
Interesting choice of target.
oh yeah, 8,
That is
Yay.
not going to get through his armor. He's a trained
And-
soldier.
14.
He's a trained soldier.
Oh, lovely. What do I want to do now?
Mm-hmm. Cool.
Yeah, I'm going to
Okay.
ready up behind the shield, I guess.
That's
about
it?
all
Fair enough. Fair enough. All right. The
Hugan,
door.
I'm making a suggestion. Whenever you come down, stay within 5 feet of me. That's what I'm saying.
The door begins to shatter. It hasn't given yet, but it's halfway to being broken through. As the bodyguard throws himself against it, and the wood's starting to splinter. The good news is the wedging is keeping it half closed. So that's working to your advantage. He's got some spell slots left. Let's see. He's used one of those. And no, he hasn't used any other spells yet. So this dude is going to... Man, these are all really pain in the butts to manage in combat. Of course they are. Okay. Oh, interesting. He doesn't any number of creatures you can see. All right, cool. He does something really scary. He calls out to the spirits beyond, and a collection of dark shadows begin to swirl around him. Actually, 15 feet is going to actually go all the way out to the doorway. So, that's a wonderfully dark field to have to worry about now. By the way, Hugan, as you're coming down the stairs, you notice a series of shadowy figures dart
I halt in the
across
stairs.
the space in front of you as they move about and if it's for the first time on a turn or starts its turn. Okay, I can remember that. Yes, this thing, yes. Of course, they didn't give him like easy to manage spells for combat. They gave him these really pain in the butt ones. Hold person, easy stinking spell. That one, pain in the butt. What's the bard doing?
The bard is where's the bard? Is the bard at the bottom of the stairs yet?
Bard's at the top of the stairs still.
Top of the stairs.
You
So
get to
the
come
bard-
down the stairs and do what you want.
Perfect. So as the bard sprints down the stairs, they take an immediate left outside of this little circle.
Okay, so you're gonna go right through the circle.
Yeah, I'm gonna try to get
Oh,
through
yeah.
that circle, and other direction. Sorry,
Oh,
to the right,
To-
my right.
Got it.
I didn't know if it was
You wanna be
and I'm
over
gonna
here.
hop on the table,
okay.
and I'm gonna cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter on the main cultist.
Ah, that's an excellent plan. First thing though, as you charge down, the black figures swarm around you. I'm gonna need you to, as you get to your position, give me a wisdom save.
No problem.
as they thrash at you and make you feel inadequate.
I am
Well,
inadequate.
hey, at least that gives us points in the Book of Fate.
Woo!
Okay. You do have some Book of Fate available. Do you want to use them now?
Team.
Oh, you don't have to ask. You roll a 1,
Yeah.
you spend the points.
And we pull another chapter out of the old Book of Fate. Okay, that's better than a 1.
Yeah.
But you're still going to take 19 necrotic damage as you pass through that field. You're not dead. And then you cast Tasha's Hideous Laughter, right?
I do.
What is the let's see here. I've got your thing in front of me. The DC for you is 15 and it's a wisdom save?
Yes, wisdom save 15.
Yeah. All right. Let's see how he does. And if he's incapacitated with laughter if he fails it. Let's see what happens. He turns and he begins to laugh. Like he starts to laugh good and hearty, and he turns and looks at you and just, your magics aren't strong enough to defeat me. It's a good call, though. I respect the choice. Ogmund is still beating on the door because he's going to get through it. Darn it! And this one is the one that's going to go after the dwarf because you can. Boink, boink.
You let me know the hits first.
The first one's a miss. Will your boosty get you over a 21?
I roll a d4 and I have a chance to increase it.
Go for it as your wings pop out.
Yeah.
Because you're like way high on that AC. There's a good chance you might actually protect yourself.
And I tie.
You tied. All right. I'm going to give it to you. Just because it'd be more interesting. So what is our barbarian doing?
I am a very superstitious man. I am not walking into said dark cloud at all. But if I see I do see somebody from the stairs though, and I have range, correct?
Yep.
I do have a javelin.
You can actually get right. You can get right to the edge of that zone.
Yep, I'll go right.
If you drop to a knee, you can actually see both the guys.
Does that mean I can pee?
I would say the Z and V, which are which?
Z
I
is the
apologize.
Ozymandias. V is a veteran soldier.
Z is gonna take the javelin that I'm gonna throw at him because
Roll.
I assess that the soldier looks well armored, and cultists don't.
Tend not to.
They tend not to be.
Tend not to be. Twa. I guess you wanted to hit.
Wanted to hit them in yeah.
Yeah, you wanted that.
And I really wanted to hurt him.
Hugin!
Wow.
Finally, Hugin rolls good.
That's
It's only on attack rolls.
That's a hit.
Everything else.
con save for crap. I guess I can stop keeping track of that.
So the spell's gone, right?
The spell is gone.
Hugin, yes.
That's all we like to do.
The power
Concentration gone.
the power of concentration.
Well, when a spear goes straight into your side, it's hard to think.
Yeah. Suddenly you become you think very strongly. Just
Ow!
not about the spell you had. So that was highly effective. And you made him eat up a whole action. You say you still have a move action. Are you coming in now?
No, I'm not going to give people an opportunity to surround me yet.
Okay.
But I can rage,
You can totally rage.
and I'm going to.
You're going to.
I'm angry. So anyone within 5 feet of me that comes up to me, yeah, it's the
Okay.
storm or a desert.
Woo! The captain's continuing to hide, or is he going to do something as the door begins to splinter?
So as the door is splintering, are there any gaps in it?
Yep.
Can I attempt to throw spectral daggers through them?
You can attempt to.
Cool. Do I have to roll at disadvantage because of the door?
Oh no, just roll really well.
Okay. Let's try.
That's my go-to. Is just impress me.
All right. Let's see. 25 for the first dagger.
Jeez.
And 25 for the second dagger.
Nice.
Pinpoint.
Do you open the door, just chuck daggers?
Oh, I'm not even opening it. I'm throwing through the holes in the door.
Oh, look at you! And you actually hit that good. Pinpoint
I wasn't quite that literal when I said impress me. But sure. Go ahead. Go ahead and roll damage for both of them. Yeah, that's yeah. That was impressive.
12 total.
12 damage. That's better than a sharp stick in the eye. As he's getting close to going down. Solid. And I'm assuming you're continuing to hide.
Yes. Yeah. Do I need to re-roll that?
Nope.
Okay.
Unless you want to try to do better.
I mean, can I hide worse?
Yes, you can hide worse.
Well, let me try to see if I can hide
Come on, we're teachers. If someone asks for a retake, we always count the new grade.
Yeah. All right. So I'm going to try to hide better.
Okay.
Same.
Okay.
Roughly.
Yeah, you're actually right at average on
Okay.
that. So that's reasonable. What's our dwarf doing?
So first, quick question: what's the D10 plus 4 for my weapons? Would you say those were for?
The what?
I have 2 damage rolls for my weapons.
Two-handed. If you drop your shield, you can
Okay.
two-hand it. It's not, for my money, it's not statistically worth it.
Yeah.
But I mean, flavor or just, you do possibly do 2 more points of damage, which if you crit, kind of cool.
Yeah. Nah, but I am going to attack the mage.
All right.
So
Reasonable effort.
hopefully.
19 will hit. 19 will connect.
And 12.
And squish.
So both hit.
Yeah, that's it. He's off the board.
I didn't do damage yet. Those were just hit
Those
rolls.
are the hits. I thought it was your damage roll. Sorry.
No.
Okay. He's off the board still.
Okay. Just by the one hit roll? I only
well-
rolled the one. Did they both hit?
Yeah, they both would have hit him. And the second one, if you had redirected it, would not have hit.
Would have hit.
Would
wouldn't
not have hit
veteran.
the other guy.
Yeah.
I should put this up on the board too, because I was really proud of this character design.
For the mage.
Yeah, for the leader of the cult.
Yeah. Well, I just bashed his face in with my warhammer.
Yeah, it's not that good looking now.
Yeah.
He's very squished.
Kalima!
I was just thinking about that today too. It popped in my head. It was Indiana Jones reference. It's got me thinking. Of it. All right. Let's see here. The bodyguard is going to. What is he going to do? They're going to put their hands up. It's not worth dying now. No one's paying my bills.
Fair enough. No, they're cultists, correct?
Pardon?
No, it was just Osmond,
Wait
the heavy armored dude, and then the bodyguard.
Yeah, the bodyguards, the 2 veterans, and Augment are all going to kind of do the, whoa, it's not worth dying. No one's paying our bills.
Kindly ask you to disarm yourselves for the moment. Just lay down arms. We don't need to take them.
They can agree to that. As they step over towards, they all kind of. If the bard's willing to step away from the table, they'll put their arms on the table and stand back and wait while you discuss.
Sorry for the inconvenience of your unemployment.
Okay, so the bard moves off the table. Even though he's not.
Captain, do we need any more people on the ship?
I think we're best set.
They're stuck.
I mean, we could pay
They
them.
put up a good fight.
I don't know if I trust cultists, my friend.
They're not cultists. They're guards.
They're hired
Oh.
mercenaries.
Hired mercenaries working for cultists. I still don't trust it.
I mean, they were working for money. That's what we do.
Job's a job.
Yes. I have a hard time with this, my friends. I do. I would say cuff them and sell them the nearest port.
Those
I don't
slugs.
think that they're going to want to go quietly with us after that. Ogmund, what say you? I know that you were employed, but
He kind of like flexes his muscles inside his armors. I work for wage.
all right.
I don't work in a collar.
Yeah, fair enough.
I'll die a free man if I'm dying.
I wouldn't want you to die a slave either.
Tell them
Are
to
you gonna?
run.
Yeah, are you gonna cause us any more trouble or?
We can wait for if you won't put us in your employ, we can stay here a bit longer and wait for perhaps possible rescue.
See,
Oh,
I
wait.
don't know if we can pay them. Like, would you work for free for rescue?
Wow.
That's payment in and of itself. Do you want to stay here?
And the next port you can.
We can do. I'm
that.
on. Yeah. Also, and the other two guards agree. Nod their heads like passage for work on the ship is fair.
I extend my hand out to actually shake their hand and say, no foul play.
Foul play in the middle of an ocean's a bad move, anyways.
Right. I'm ready to move on,
Shake
Captain.
on it.
Yes, I think we should search this place thoroughly, top to bottom.
You have a chance to cut over to the cultist leader, and as you kick him over and reach into his pocket, you pull out a small brass box, about the size of your fist. You flip open the lid on it, and it has a single needle that spins a few times and aligns with some point in the distance. Doesn't seem to point north, but it definitely points a course to a new adventure. The camera flies back up out of the cultist basement, soars across the rocks, and passes the ship as the sails unfurl, and your colors fly up to the top of the mast, and it lurches forward into the waves. And the credits begin to roll.
Well played, my dudes.
Thank you.
Well done.
Well done. Thank you, Lantern.
Well, thanks
Yes.
for coming.
Lantern, that was great.
I
Yeah.
appreciate you guys coming on playing tonight. This
I had a
was
blast.
fun. For a little fun little side adventure. This is one I liked. I like running this one. Actually, I can probably cue that if I can find it fast enough. But so you guys had a good time then.
I
Oh, I had a
did.
blast.
Yeah,
I'm
that
not
was
sure I'm
awesome.
a barbarian though, Lantern. I think I need to sort that out.
Well, it seems to be something again about my table. Barbarians always seem to be the wait a minute, let's talk about this types. Which I find utterly hilarious.
Well, the table adds +3 to my int. I don't know what it is.
There we go. The pop up in the player.
Yeah, I mean, I think I'm the dumbest one in the group at this point.
There
I
we
have
go.
a -1 intelligence.
There's
No,
our-
no,
there's our
I
closing
I do as
credits.
well.
Okay. Housekeeping. If you haven't done it yet, !crit in the chat. I would love to give away some more stickers tonight, or give away stickers tonight to everyone who hung out. As I mentioned earlier, next week for our starting hopefully next Wednesday, I'll also have steampunk themed chocolate flavors to give away. If I can get this partnership to come into place. It was a lot of fun. Thank you guys for coming out tonight. Kind of doing a round table as we wind everything down on the stream and everyone gets in on the giveaway. Killian, what do you got coming up on your next stream? What can we look forward to if we pop over to Mr. Killian 23?
So my next stream is tomorrow at 6 p.m. Eastern. We're going to be continuing the story of Legend of Heroes: Trials of Cold Steel. So we're about halfway through that story right now for the first one. So
Cool.
yeah, it's a fun JRPG story based, not decent combat too, but it's an amazing story for anybody that's willing to hang out and just listen to the story.
Sweet. Hermit, when's your next, and what's been going on with you?
Tomorrow will be 6 p.m. Pacific Standard. That's 9 Eastern and 8 Central. We're doing trying to survive Jimmy at dead of night. It's more of a funny stream where y'all get to scare me. The whole point is not to get spooked. The whole point is to make me look a fool. Because I think that going into the weekdays, I would like to see people laugh their butts off at my expense. So that's what we got going on tomorrow.
Awesome. Raven, talk to us, my friend. When are we going to see you next on the Twitters?
So I will be streaming again
Which is-
tomorrow, 9 p.m. Eastern as well. And I'll also be doing some spooky things. I had a crewmate buy us a game called Pineview Drive. I have not played it, but I've heard amazing things. So I'm going to be test sampling that game in preparation for the week. And then we'll have some more Sea of Thieves as we try to go 100% on the pirate stuff.
That's my, if I can peel away time from all of my other prep, I want to put time in on Sea of Thieves because I know that if you get to the 100%, you get Yo-Ho, A Pirate's
Yes.
Life for me as a playable song in game.
Yes.
And I feel like they buried that lead. I think if they had opened with, here's what you could unlock, I would have been like, I should be doing this every day, all day until I have it. Nothing else is an option. If you come back to here, I will be up back tomorrow night, 7 p.m. Eastern time. And we are going to be continuing the Curse of Strahd adventure. We are at episode 6 in that. I might even be starting in the fall. I might start another campaign of Curse of Strahd because I so adored the storyline there. It's a lot of fun. If you check the YouTube channel, a few weeks ago, I actually ran just the Ravenloft portion with the Raven Armed and a few other people to make just as a one-night, one-shot event. And it was a lot of fun. So we have a chance to do that again. All right, I'm going to wrap up the giveaway. So I'm closing it down. We're going to pick a winner. And Rasha. I will be, if you can send me a whisper with an address that I can send stickers to, I am excited to hook you up with some Lantern Noir swag.
Congratulations,
So-
Rasha.
Thank you so much for popping in and for being part of the giveaway. It's a lot of fun. I should probably send you guys somewhere. We were the beneficiary of multiple raids tonight. I absolutely feel like I am obligated to send you off somewhere to continue to enjoy your time tonight. Share, unlike coronavirus, sharing is caring when it comes to eyeballs. So it seems only logical to ship. Unless this is wrong, Kaitapan, who was here earlier tonight, is currently running a D&D game over on her channel.
I was
So
just about to recommend that if you were going to take
we should
recommendations.
go check her out and see how that game's going. She was sharing her overlays with me last night. I was giving her some feedback to make a good visual. When you get there, unfortunately, I am terrible about following the raids when it comes off a D&D night because my priority is always to my players to make sure that we have a chance to talk about what's been going on and everything else. So that did not fire off. One more time. I'm going to try that. So please give her kudos on my behalf. Let her know that we are, I'll be there along shortly. I'm going to have to do this because that's not working. Or is it? Right. All right, so we get that in there, and we'll get you guys out of here. Thank you
Yeah,
so
I
much
could-
for coming by tonight, for being part of the stream. Thank you to everyone that added a follow tonight. Hopefully you had a good time watching us play. And nope, I typed it in wrong. And we can give you more of that fun going forward. There we go. I need an A in there. And so thanks for being part of the stream. Thank you for all the support. Thank you for everything else. And I think that should take now. Maybe? Yep.
Yep.
There it is. Okay, I don't know how the channel got changed to follower and subscriber chat. I will figure out how to turn that off another time. Because
You can do that down in the gear under your chat.
we gotta. How did
You
I?
don't have to do it now.
How
but
many
I'm
things
just-
can I break in one shot? No, they're not turned on now. Oh, followers only chat. Off. Okay. I don't know. I'll figure out another time. Thank you guys for being here tonight. Say amazing things about us when you get there. And let her know that I'll be along in a little bit to watch when I get free of my players. Because, again, my top priority is to make sure my players had a good game. Make sure there's nothing I need to let them know about how the night went. And make some plans for getting together in the future. Till next time, folks. Get a vaccine so you can get to a table and roll the dice together. We are at the end of this crap. I can't wait to see everybody here at Gen Con 2022 when we are going to play D&D for real and in person. Good night.